Back again, Thursday Night Live. The show almost didn't happen. Thanks for everyone that's here. I think, you know what? With everyone headed to the Brown Water Bash, who knows how many people are going to be here. I'm excited for tonight's guest, though. He disappeared. Ciao disappeared. He was in the waiting room, and then I saw him in there, and he disappeared. But our tonight's guest is going to be a very cool guy, Ciao from Kauai, actually. Let me see if I've ETG, did you load this?
Yeah. You should be. I did announce it.
I don't think so. All right, we're going to hopefully Ciao can join us pretty quickly. Or soon, it doesn't matter. I'll fill up this dead air. So everyone's heading to the Brownwater Bash tonight. I know I talked to Dr. Yank. He was in the airport in Tampa on his way there, and we had a sort of a telemed conference about what's going on in the back of my mouth. I am so hopped up on I don't know how many ibuprofen, like an 800 plus a Tylenol 500. It's pretty gnarly. It's pretty bad. Oh, here's Ciao. Let me get Ciao on here so he can join me during this intro. Oh, Ciao. Can you hear me, Ciao? Yeah. It's like every week. I'm used to it. What would the show be without some technical difficulties? Hey, Ciao, can you hear me?
Every week.
Ciao, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. You were breaking up just a little bit earlier.
Okay, good. Ciao.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, man. Good job. Fantastic. So, Ciao, you're in Kauai. I can hear you, man.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. You're in Kauai.
Yes, sir, buddy.
Oh, man. Yep. Is there a delay? Maybe there's a delay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me check this out, Ciao.
Yeah,
I'm going to make sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me do a little technical. Let me do a little intro, but Ciao, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you perfect.
Oh, so there
you
is
probably
a little
can't
delay.
hear me.
Yeah, that's okay. There's a little delay. I'll try not to talk over you then, because I just know that there's a slight delay.
No problem.
All right, cool. Ciao. Listen, we made a little intro for you. Here it is. Ciao, this will be very interesting because I just have to I'm gonna just wait like 3 seconds for you to respond because we're on like a delay. Maybe it's just the ocean. It could be the ocean.
It's probably my computer.
That too. I'm gonna go with your computer and the ocean. All right, but at least it's working. Right?
Yeah.
Right, dude? All right, so Ciao.
Maybe the trade winds got it. Yeah.
It could be the trade winds. I'm excited because you're the first guest on the show from Hawaii.
That's right.
Yep. So I just want to okay, Ciao. I'm going to give a couple shout outs right now because I always forget to do all this stuff. So I'm going to do it right now. Like and subscribe. Get that one in.
Yep.
Stent Placer. He's heading to the bash in the early morning. Mad Hatter. He said, yeah, I had a friend who always said he'd be late to his own funeral. Hopefully I'll be very late to that one. Todd. Here we go. T-Bone, what's up, everyone? Brunowski, happy Thursday. Oh, T was sent me a great picture from Biloxi. I think it was yesterday. Real pain, birdies and aces, grasshopper. Who else is in here? The Craps Doc. Okay, see, he must be stoked about his basketball team. Let's see. Oh, Globe is here. Yeah, Craps Master Journey, my nemesis in the NFC North. The Packer fan is here. What's up? And then yeah, man. Thanks for everyone. Jobless Degen from Canada. I don't know if Jokers are wild. Congrats to him and the Canadians who are doing really well right now. And actually tonight's a big game in Anaheim for all you hockey fans for the Kings. I mean the Knights are playing the Ducks tonight. Odds fellow. Yes, I need to move the mic closer to Hawaii. Wisco, awesome to see you here. Thank you. And then, of course, the one and only Lip King, who I was also talking to, Ciao. I've had some serious pain in my back molar, and it is an intense pain. I can't even describe. There's the pain of losing money, Ciao, and then there's the pain of there's back pain, and then there's you're obviously grief. But this kind of pain, if you've ever had dental pain, it is excruciating. It is. I was up till 5 a.m. the last 2 nights because the pain was so bad. So I was going to cancel the show. Hey, Ciao. Can you hear me? How's the delay? Oh, man.
Yeah. You're going to cancel.
Yeah. But Ciao, listen, man. I want hopefully.
So what is?
Oh, man. Yeah, there is a serious delay from the trade winds going on, Ciao. I'm going to have to ask you a question, and I'm going to wait 10 seconds for you to answer, okay?
Yeah, you're kind of breaking up, actually, but I can't understand what you're saying.
Really? All right. In the chat, can everyone hear me okay? All right. In the chat. I hope so. Yeah. Hey, Ciao, I want to talk to you about Kawhi and your poker experience because I've got so many pictures that you've sent me, which are great. I'm going to load some of these up, dude. Oh, man. Ciao. I'm going to load up
some
of
one
these
poker picture.
Yeah, well, I'm going to load up this picture, but I also can you tell us a little bit about, you're a student. I first saw you when I went to speak at Heavy's class with John from Pro Craps. I think you were there because I remember seeing you. And then it turns out you've been a student of Bo's for a very long time, correct?
Right.
Hey, you know what, Ciao? Craps Master Journey has a great idea to have you close.
I think we need closed caption because I can't understand what you're saying.
Maybe we need to close your webcam and just talk through the mic and then I could just talk to you and put up pictures because of the delay. So we'll try to solve this in real time. What do you think? Because maybe your camera is taking up too much of this bandwidth. Sometimes that happens.
Maybe.
Man, Ciao. You're a funny guy too. That's why I want to have you on. Oh, ETG's texting you. I say shut your camera off, dude. And I'm just gonna put up some pictures.
Okay, hang on.
All right, I guess I just got the message from ETG. Man, I've got a lot of pictures here that I want to put up here. I'm going to put this thing. Yeah, see you later, Ciao.
Okay, I'm
it's been
out.
real. It's been real, man. The interview was a success.
There you go. My camera's off.
Let's see how that works. Can you hear me okay now?
My camera's off. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, dude.
No?
And Craftsmaster Journey says this is like group technical support.
Let me get out and get back in.
All right.
Okay,
yeah,
I don't have a picture anymore.
That's okay. He is listening to you on his webpage, not StreamYard or whatever you're using. I can hear your delay on his side. I know I can hear that too. Okay, Stent Placer says, this is as painful as your tooth. Believe it.
My camera is off.
Oh, I know your camera's off. I can still hear you. I'm just hoping there's no delay. Oh, man. Ciao. Oh, my God. This is as painful as your tooth. In some ways, yes, but I've grown accustomed. I've grown accustomed to all the technical issues. I'm taking you out. Ciao. 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 Or as they say in, what is it in Hawaiian? A hui ho. I think that's what they say, man. Aloha and a hui ho. I remember a hui ho because I always remember it rhymes with like a dirty hoe, right? A hui ho. That's how I remember it. All right. Jokers are wild. Congratulations on the Canadians, man. I want them to win, actually. Odds fellow, I'm going down to my crabs fit. Yep, I'm just winging it, dude. I am just winging it. We'll see what happens. I've got Lip King. If you're around, man, I was just talking to you. Feel free, man, because I know we have some stuff to talk about. Oh, you know what we can talk about while we're waiting for Ciao? By the way, this picture is really cool, though. I want to show you this picture. Let me rifle through it. He sent me a lot of pictures. Oh, this is awesome. Here's a picture of Ciao with oh man. This picture won't go through either. Let's see. Let's see how many of these pictures will even load. Just failing everywhere tonight. Bear with me, guys. I had a good picture of Ciao with the dice coach. Hopefully this will go through. Oh, here it is. Cool. Check this picture out. That is Howard with Ciao and someone else. I don't know who that is. I would ask Ciao. Let me see if Ciao is he looks like he's back. Let's see if he can hear me. Hey, Ciao.
Yo.
Oh, yeah, I can hear that echo too. Craftsmaster Journey was right.
What about the echo?
Yeah, it's almost going to be really tough to do, Chow, because I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened between ETG and you testing this out, but there's like a long echo by the time it gets to you.
For you guys.
Yeah, for everyone. So I'll count it. Yeah, I think that's ETG texting you again. But I don't know. I wish you could describe these pictures that I'm going to show. I think a lot of Mad Hatter said I have that same picture with Howard. Yeah, so do I actually when I was over there. It's just like the iconic picture, right? Howard, blue shirt. It's awesome.
Right? Yep. It's my son.
Hey, Chow, that's your son?
Hey, Ciao. That's your son? Yep.
Okay. All right. I can almost hear myself ask you by the time it makes it over the water. I'm going to show another picture, Chow. I really want to have this conversation with you, but I don't know if it's going to happen because I don't know if I can deal with this delay. Let me see if I can get this other one. Oh my God. Here's another one, man. Here's a cool pic. This is you with fucking Tony Leo, man. That's an awesome pic, man. Tony is a cool dude, man. That's perfect. You know what? This leads into the fact that I'm just having this. Chow, I'm interviewing you without you talking.
Can you hear me at all?
If I can hear you, it's like I'll tell you, there's a delay. So it makes it pretty tough to do this, right?
Right.
Yeah. So there's like a 5-second delay. So I would have to ask you something and then wait 5 seconds for you to respond.
It's like pulling teeth.
Oh, no. Yeah, it is like pulling teeth right now. But it's compared to what's going on, like right now, this is like I can totally deal. So I'm going to check this out for everyone that's hopefully all shows. You know what? It's different problem. Every show, there's a different issue, and this is a new one. All right. Coming up on these Thursday night lives, we've got Oz next week from representing Tampa and all of the people that love going on cruises. Because this week's episode, we had Ed and he really didn't enjoy his cruise, I don't think. But there's a lot of people that really do enjoy them. And, you know, I've gotten a lot of messages from people that do. Lip King's one of them. If he joins, hey, ETG, send something to Lip King. But so Oz is going to be on, and he's going to talk about cruising and the Tampa scene. And then we've got we've got a little WSOP special on the 28th of May, which is actually, it's going to be my birthday, but we're going to talk to my 2 poker friends that are going to play the WSOP that I come out here with. Courtney won the Colossus last year, $500 for 500,000. And that'll be a very interesting episode. So I don't know, you know, it's not craps, but still it's fascinating for anyone that's played poker or anything like that. Then we got, hey, Ciao. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Man. Ciao. I don't know what's going on. I'm bringing in another guest to help save the show. Lip King.
What's up? What's up?
You're like a designated, you know,
put me off
help.
the bench. Yeah.
But I still have Chow in the game, even though we can't see him. And look at all this stuff, man, that's going on with this show. Is like an absolute shit show right now. Okay.
Look, it is Coding or abortion right now.
It says, 10-ton, the lives are so damn good. Shout out from South Jersey. Hell yeah,
Jersey.
South Jersey. And that's Adam, dude. He's got, I forgot he has an expression that he uses when him and his wife like go, I think it's go to the casino. I'll remember that. It was always funny when I remember that. All right, James A. James A. from the James A. Challenge said there's 2 different lives running in the lobby, different people in each chat. Man, you know what? I don't know. Like, this is like a ETG stuff.
So I have a question for Ciao. How he felt about his time with Tony Leo, because I worked with Tony Leo as well. I wanted to get his opinion on it.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I think Ciao, I don't know if Ciao is even here anymore, dude. He might be surfing. I have no idea, but Ciao he's not talking. So I don't know what's going on. I was afraid of this, Lip King, and that's why yesterday I had him check out everything, and it's not like we're just winging it. We like check this whole thing out. Hey, ETG. Oh, he's blaming it on me.
I was perfectly fine. It was 5 minutes.
All right, I can't even. Ciao isn't even on. All right, cool. So Ciao is right now.
He's in the ether.
King? Yeah, he's in the ether. But dude, that's a great picture of him with Tony Leo. He's taken so many classes like you. And I was just going through and announcing like the schedule because I'm going to have Tony Leo on June 11th. It should be really cool.
That's gonna be a great one. Like we talked about before, he's got great stories, great knowledge, but his systems, I think you have to see in person in order to really, absorb it and comprehend it. If he goes over it verbally, I think it's hard. It's difficult to follow. I don't know if you've spoken to him about the systems and how many.
Oh, dude, I've got all of his stuff. Yeah, I mean,
a lot of hot bets.
Well, they're part of it, but he's got very, very defined systems of play, multiples, and I really wanted to talk to him about a lot of the shit that he doesn't necessarily talk. Like, I don't want a carbon copy interview of stuff he's done before. So, and that's what we'll and he's definitely open. He wants any questions. He's like, 10-ton, I'll stay up till midnight. I'll answer every single question. That's what I like about Tony. He's
very candid. He's very candid. And I think he's a black belt too in karate, and it's like his history is pretty good.
Oh, this was his term. He said, this is a term. He's like, they are called scoots. It's a classic line around our house. Yeah. It's gonna scoot out to the chat is G-Dub. Chat is foobar on my end of phone. What does foobar mean?
Fucked up beyond all recognition.
Oh man, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Oh, that's a known acronym right there.
How do I not know that, dude? I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I don't exactly. Yeah. How do you not know that?
I don't know. Did you see this picture of did you ever take a lesson with Howard?
No, you know what? We emailed back and forth a couple of times, and unfortunately then his passing, God rest his soul. But we did communicate, but I never got to go down to I think it was in Hollywood, Florida, that area.
Yeah, well, he had the one in Vegas here.
No, the one I was going to do with him was in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, Ciao's got this other picture, man. He's got all pictures with all the greats, man. Check this out. Yeah, man. Right?
Oh, with Gandalf, the dice wizard.
Yeah, dude, he is Gandalf. Yeah, it's great, man. Yeah. So
he had a day today with BRB. I heard.
Oh yeah, dude, this is what I wanted to talk about, and Ciao might be coming back in a second. We'll see, but
yeah,
dude. So with this is why this is great to have you on. This is what the whole purpose of this Thursday Night Live thing is, to bring the community together. So you met up with BRB again, but then who you didn't know before this, and then you both met up, and you both didn't know, Granite Dice from New Hampshire.
Yes.
So all three people from that area came together, went and played craps at Foxwoods, and you all won money, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Granite Dice is an awesome guy, man. He really is. Really cool dude. He came down with one of his buddies. We started out, I know BRB and I started out in the high limit room because we like that table. I played like shit. BRB was he was on, and then when I was he was leaving, cashing out, and I went over to the other table near the cage, and I started just rolling. I was having a decent roll on that table, and then Granite Dice came over, and he had a fucking heater. Got me out in the plus. Probably had like a good 40 roller. I had, I was pressing the shit out of the 4 and 10, and he was on fire. His buddy, he knocked off the don'ts. His buddy was on the other end playing the don'ts, and Granite Dice kicked him right off, pummeled him. Then he started playing on, our side.
Well, dude, that's really cool that you guys are going.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. We BRB and I text because I try to get down there hopefully like once a week to play with him because I like the table. I like playing with him, obviously. And I know Bo had some excellent, feedback of his toss. And
well, dude,
I've mentioned before, if you haven't seen his toss, you have to see it.
And you know what? All credit goes out to, those guys learned that toss from Cashier's Cage.
Right.
And he's funny, man. Dude, that guy is funny to talk to, by the way. You got to get
him on too.
He's hilarious. I don't know if he will be on, but like he's hilarious. But anyway, that's where they originally were taught the toss. And again, I don't want to I guess people are very sensitive about who did what, but that's, to my knowledge, what I know. Now, I don't know.
Well, that's what he told me too.
Cage. Okay.
Him and his buddies, I guess, BRB, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to. This is what I gathered was he told me that they paid for it and flew him out and took, paid for him to come out, do a class with them privately. And BRB's been working. He works. I'll tell you one thing. He works daily on that toss.
Yeah, if there's anyone that throws a chopper toss, feel free to let us know in the chat. But dude, I thought it was a thing of beauty. Oh, look at man, fucking BRB is at Paris. Cashier's Cage is the man. BRB is over there in the back, right at that Eiffel Tower that you see right now. He's in Vegas. He's a machine. BRB. I've said and Lipking, you can agree. When I saw him throw that toss, especially at Aria, man, on a bouncy table, I was like, fuck, that is awesome. I could not believe it really was great on, there. And you know what? You're right. Craps Master Journey, BRB can pop over. Feel free. I've only got this, but you can, you know what? You can put on the headset. You can put on the headset and answer some questions, BRB. Give me a break.
Yeah, absolutely. I asked him, I asked BRB about that when we were playing about, bouncy tables. And he said his toss actually combats it as opposed to, the par toss, because of our revolutions, the way they land, because his lands sideways and slide and barely kiss the wall, in like I said, the physics of it, I get it 1,000%. And it is, I think, a more practical way to throw the dice to get consistent numbers. Because I've played with him many times, and I don't think BRB's PSO'd once, not once. And I think his lowest roll was probably 6 or 7.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing that stood out. Those tables at Aria are bouncy. And I have to change my toss to account for that. It is a very conscious change in how you're throwing. I almost, I mean, after playing there so many times, the only way I can describe it is it's the only table that I feel like, because of the bounce on it, you have to divide the back in like a quadrant down the middle and cut it across. And you just want your dice to hopefully stay in that quadrant. You can't get them to go boom, boom. You know, that's
Right.
not happening. It's just
Yeah.
not happening there. But BRB's toss, it does do that. They go right up there. But normally, even if I'm throwing like almost like I'm trying to really just like get them in there as soft as possible.
Awesome.
And that's how you play that table, which is very similar to, I think, the bounce at Palazzo. But yeah, you just have to account for it. So BRB's toss, beautiful. He puts a lot of work into it all the time. The guy's an absolute machine. So
He
BRB,
is.
feel free to stop by. I'll give you you can answer questions. I'll give you the headphones. But he's playing, man. And I know he's just out
He's
here
killing
for
it.
some-
He's killing it. He's out there. He's making money at every casino.
Oh my God. Look at this. We're not making this up, people. BRB just finished a 50 roller at Horseshoe, thanks to Dice Coach for adjustments.
Yeah, he said he was working with betting on with DC, because that was one thing I asked him when he was going out there. I said, because the chopper is a unique toss.
Dude,
not
did you just
everybody
hear what I
knows it.
said? 50 roller.
Oh yeah, I said in our group chat, I said I'm purple chipping him next time we're playing with him. There's no doubt about it.
I just
Guaranteed.
finished a 50 roller.
Like
just-
like nothing.
Just finished a 50 roller.
His wife's
You
gonna
know?
be happy because I think they're out there for the anniversary, so she's getting something nice
Oh man.
after that one.
Hey, just finished. Yeah, and the dessert menu. Just finished a 50 roller, dude. When's the last time you've been at a table with a 50 roller? It's been a minute for me.
I'm telling you exactly.
You know, so Horseshoe, the table is decent, but man, that place has gone downhill in my opinion. And I know Mr. Pressett likes to play at Horseshoe, and I do think their tables are good, but I think
They
I don't
are
know how
good.
many they have now. 3. They used to have a bunch, and at one point they had 2 crapless tables. They took out the other one. The other crapless is long table. It's usually always crowded. I don't know. The floor guys though are cool floor guys over there.
Well, maybe I put in the chat about and I don't know if Huggy Bear, because he's the Excel wizard. If we could all get the intel and input it into the Excel on each table,
Oh, dude,
with playable bounce.
Vegas Day Tripper
diamonds.
and I were
Does he?
talking.
Oh.
Well, we were
Yeah.
talking. It's like it would be so great to have like this map of
Right.
the
Agreed.
tables, and because I can go, okay, this table, and I can rank them. But also because I play at different casinos, it'd be great to have. I was thinking about that today, man. Like when you're out here or when I'm playing, we could just go and just really, because I haven't played Cosmo in so long that it's like,
You don't
okay,
You don't
or
want to
any
play
of them.
Cosmo. Cosmo
Well, you know
sucks.
what? You never know though. You know, like, I mean, everyone says Aria sucks, but I've won the most money at Aria. I've hit
Yeah, but when you live there and you play the table, you know the table. As like us as like transplants coming in, and it's an extremely bouncy table. Like I told you, I love Cosmo to stay. I don't like to play.
Yeah.
So walk over to Bellagio, walk across the street over to Horseshoe, and hopefully the Vanderpump doesn't mess up them tables.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Check this out. Where is this? Carolina Reaper said last week he had a 54 roller. Fuck, man.
There we go.
I mean, you can make a lot of
Reaper's got a great toss. He's got a really great toss.
Man, Reaper. And then he said, Dice Coach and Ed are the best instructors, no doubt. By the way, Dice Coach he called me afterwards and he said, 10 ton. That BRB's shot is beautiful. He said it's beautiful. He's like, all we can do is like just adjust sets and work on your betting, which by the way, I'd like to just, pat myself on the back that fucking Dice Coach. He's like, I love the 10 ton to it takedown. He's
Yeah.
teaching that all the time. He's like, I'm giving you credit, and he's like, it just works all the time. He's like,
I've
it's
noticed like on your
dude,
podcast when you guys are doing the podcast, he's so like
he loves it.
enthusiastic about
He
it. Yeah,
loves it.
he
He
does.
calls me all the time to tell me how much he fucking loves that. So listen, again, it's very it's a short-term play. It's almost like small ball poker, but
Mm.
that's kind of how you have to think about it. But check
You know
this
what?
out. Lip King, Crab's Master Journey says ranking is subjective though. How many times have you said you like a table and Ed doesn't? Very true. Very true.
Yeah, but you know what? Crack Master Journey. I think they may. I think there's some common ground in it. You know, I wouldn't because majority of us like the same amount of like very similar tables. I would have to say because BRB said I sent him a text of where I like to play, and he's actually played at them all, and it seems like he's doing well at all of the tables that because him and I like similar for the bounce. But I think everybody that goes to the CT like your table's great. Bow
Mm-hmm.
table is great. Yours is similar to Bellagio, I would say.
I'd say mine is similar. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, right. So everybody liked the old Paris table. And I've heard they've switched, but people love that Horseshoe, Cromwell. It seemed like the group, as a whole, like the same tables.
Dude, Lip King, fucking Chow's in the chat. Let me see if I can bring him in. He says that the key to table conditions is we need to have a base table that most people know. True that, Chow. Let me look at this. Reaper says 10 tons table is sweet. It's all right.
It is.
It's a good base, I feel like it's not because I feel like I was watching a video with Casino Quest on it, right? Man, their tables are so fucking hard. You can tell how I feel like there's no felt underneath that. Like it's just landing on plywood, which is kind of not a fair representation of Vegas. But that could be me. It's been a long time. I'm gonna try. Let's see if we can get Old Bay Craps in the chat. What's up, Old Bay Craps? I listened to the Full of Chips podcast this week. I enjoyed it. I listen to it every time it comes out. Let's see if this guy Ciao. Hold on, let me Lip King.
Yeah.
I might have to get the special
the rotary
phone.
the old rotary phone. Yeah.
Dude, look at this one, man. The
That's
red
a classic.
phone. We'll see.
That's the bat phone right there.
Well, I've also got the one that Nixon dialed directly to the moon on.
Oh,
right
here we fucking go. Yeah.
It's right here. In all of its glory, dude. Yeah, this came directly. This was the phone that Nixon used. Seriously. Hey, let me
story. Yeah.
Let me just call you.
Call him up there now.
Let me just call you because you're just on the moon. Let me just call you.
Exactly.
Okay.
No delay.
No, and there's zero delay.
Zero delay.
There's more
call
delay
Chow.
right now.
Call Chow with that. No delay.
There's more delay talking to Chow right now, and he's in Kauai of all places.
Than the 60s.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, but hey, all right, Chow, come in, Chow. Can you hear us?
That's what they need Starlink over there in Hawaii.
Oh my. Oh, he can hear.
Connected.
Oh, he can
Try
hear.
this.
Oh, now we
Can you hear
kinda
now?
hear. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but
when
he's in
you
like
say
that
yeah,
Helen Keller phase, you can hear.
when
but
you
he
say
can't talk.
something, I'm gonna immediately respond, and you tell me how much the delay is.
Okay, let's do it. I've got
many-
someone here to help with this. All right. Chow. How long
Hey,
will
what's the delay?
Okay, wait. Chow.
Yo,
Oh, 3 seconds. Not too bad.
it was 5.
The air freezing.
Oh,
No,
dude.
you're back.
Okay, Chow. That's good. I can wait like a good 2 seconds after I talk to have you speak.
Okay.
It's not coming in on our end, I don't think.
It's not? I hear him.
I don't believe I don't. I don't know if anybody else in the group does.
Hey, can everyone hear Ciao? Because I'm going to start asking him some questions here. I'm waiting. Let me see. Oh my God. Okay. So Lip King, can you hear him?
No. I got nothing.
Oh man. How weird is this? Listen, just stay here, dude. You can hear me though, right?
Oh yeah, hey, you're fine.
Okay, cool. Ciao.
Yo.
Ciao's
Okay.
no bueno.
All right. That's good. The delay is called network latency, and at its best, it is a factor of the speed of light. At its worst, it is a factor of radio waves. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay, so BRB cannot hear him. Oh, this is strange,
Yeah.
man.
Because he's in the middle of a 50 roller. I couldn't hear him either.
So, but some people can hear all three. G-Dub, Ciao, this is what I wanted to ask you. I wanted to ask you, and if you can just keep going, it seems like you've taken all of these classes, or have you ever taken GTC, all of the people that like your history. Can you talk about your history with all of these instructors, who you like, who you didn't like, etc.? Go.
Okay. There's the first thing I did was I ordered Golden Touches. They have a CD out, and it went through the 8 steps of whatever, blah blah blah, and they had the pictures. They had a video of like 4 or 5 of their guys tossing, and I bought the roll tracker so you can find out your SRR, and I bought his book, and I started with that, and then after I went through him, I saw Howard on with HCS, I think, and so I took a lesson with Howard. So I went to see Howard, and in the picture that you saw is me and my son. I took my son and made him just take the lesson, whether he wants
No,
to
that's
play
cool.
craps or not, I don't care. So after I went to Howard, I think I went to Heavy's birthday bash, his 75th birthday bash. And if you were at the bash, I was the guy that left the phone in the Uber. So when you were at the party, if you were there, they were looking for somebody that left their phone in the Uber.
No, I remember. I remember. And we have a picture of your table.
It's a sweet setup.
Yep, that's my table in the garage.
Yeah, I like it with a little Hawaii, and I think you've got a poker table behind that too.
So the story behind the table was I found it online. My friend said you need to check this out. So I checked it out. When I went to the house, there was clothes on the table, so it hadn't been used in years. So it's almost brand new when I got it, and I didn't have to pay for shipping. Just had to take it from the guy's second floor apartment or house and take it to my house.
Where did this come from?
Some guy in my town. Like he lives like 5 minutes away from my house.
Is it a Vegas table?
No, I think it's a American Table Games table.
Oh, cool. Copy that. Hey,
yeah,
Reaper.
and it had the ATS on it.
Oh yeah,
next year.
Nice.
Next year, I'm definitely going down Reaper because I'm leaving for Dominican on Saturday, down to Hard Rock at Punta Cana.
Oh, that'll be nice. Hey, Lipkin, can you hear Ciao? You still can't hear Ciao?
No, I can't hear.
Oh man,
shit.
That's a shame that you can't hear Ciao.
I know, because I want to hear what he has to say.
How the hell can you not hear Ciao, and you could hear me?
Other people can't either. In our group chat, I put in I can't hear shit, and people are saying the same. And maybe I don't know.
Oh, you know what ETG says? He says go
What's
out
that?
and come back in, and you should be able to hear him.
Log out.
Yeah, and then just log back in.
All right.
Later. Hey, Ciao.
Yo, can you hear me now?
All right. Yeah. We're getting through it, man. We are
How long is the delay now?
No, it's good now. Whatever it is, it's great.
Okay, good.
Like, yeah, turn on closed captioning. I
That's
just
what
want.
I asked. Reaper can hear loud and clear.
Yeah, and I don't know who Hondo 12 is, but he says I hear the Hawaiian chickens. Hey,
You
listen,
can hear my
Chow.
dog bark pretty soon. Yo.
Hey, Chow, did I say that right? A hooey ho?
Ahui ho. That's see you later, buddy.
I like it, man. You weren't on when I said I remember that. I literally remember that expression. I go, a dirty hoe. And that's how I remember that thing. I go, how do you say that? A dirty hoe. A hooey ho. Yep.
Yeah. Ahui ho.
All right. So, Chow, after, so when did you end up, what do you think of the Golden Touch stuff?
Well, I started with it, and after I set up my my rig, I actually the first time I ever went to the Fremont, I had a 36 roller.
But were you 5 counting or were you just par tossing?
I was just betting myself. Well, I was just betting myself. I didn't do anything with the betting side, just the tossing side, really.
Nice. So you were using the toss that you learned from them, correct?
Right. Yep.
I mean, it's
From the CD. Yep.
Oh, see, I've never checked out their CDs, but I'm sure it's exactly what they're teaching, right? Backswing, par toss.
It was really cheap. That's why I bought it. It was like $80 or something. So I just bought it.
Yeah, nice, man. Nice. Okay, so what are you throwing now? Is your toss more influenced from, let's say, a Howard and then a Dice Coach?
I think it's the culmination of all of them. Because I don't do the backswing anymore.
Okay.
I do it from the deck.
Yep.
I have a very deep grip, a la Howard.
Yep.
Dice coaches worked with me and showed me a lot of different sets to use. When I had your Casino Tears thing, Ed almost said something about my grip, but after I tossed it, he said, "Oh, it looks okay," and I explained why my grip is so deep. It's because my fingers are really dry. My fingers are so dry. So the deeper I go, the better. I can't hold it on the tip. I can't do a skinny grip.
Why?
The dice just fall out of my hand.
Why are your fingers so dry? And wait, shout out to John, Casino Gaming Central, who I call John from Procrafts, because that's just how I know him, ingrained in my head. Let me bring on Lip King, all right, dude? Let's have him join this convo, Chow. Please, craps gods. Can you hear Chow, Lip King?
Yeah, I hear him loud and clear.
Oh my God.
You can hear
now.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right.
This is amazing. We finally got it sorted out. You know what?
There you go.
Chow, we're just imagining you. Okay.
That's okay. I wanted to be the unknown. I wanted to be the unknown tosser anyway.
That's all right, man. Man, okay.
He's the Koga Ninja.
Oh my God. Thank God, ETG. Good work in the background sorting that out. So, Lip King, I was asking Chow about I was asking him why he has such a deep grip, and he says it's because his hands are so dry. I mean, what about moisturizer?
Yeah.
Well, I use my bowling fingers because I'm a bowler.
Oh yeah, that's right. Chow is like, were you a professional bowler, dude?
I belong to the PBA. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, dude, that's it. I wish you would have sent some pictures of that, man.
Yeah, I want to see that back leg kick.
Oh, dude. Speaking of the back leg kick, whenever I would go bowling, I was like, I always wanted to like just have that form where the back leg kicks out.
Yeah.
It's so cool,
Agreed.
isn't it? It is just the coolest when you can do that. Chow, what's your best game?
300.
Gosh.
Fuck, really?
He's a different level.
Wow. Dude, Chow, that's it. How many times? Did you only hit that once? That's like hitting the ATS for 500, 100, 500.
I've 10.
No way. Ciao, man. What are you doing playing
Compared to
craps?
compared to the people that I know, I mean, I have a little. 'Cause a lot of my friends have a hell of a lot more than that.
Chow, I got a question. All right, since bowling, did you ever like hustle anybody for cash like they do with pool? Like Paul Newman.
Funny story. When I was growing up, we used to play for quarters or 50 cents or a buck. And when I was in the ninth grade, I used to beat all the high school kids.
Attaboy.
Yeah, nice,
Attaboy.
man.
Yeah,
Man,
so I
Ciao.
did a lot of those. Yeah.
How did you learn? Like, I mean, I don't often meet guys that were in the PBA. In fact,
PBA,
I don't think
yeah.
I ever have.
What it's worse from and when you're from Hawaii because you don't have very much opportunities to participate in the PBA tournament. So yeah, I guess it's a little rare.
I mean, how were you like on the circuit?
No, I never went. I never went on a tour. I bowled a lot of smaller tournaments.
Is the bowling scene in Hawaii like is there a bowling scene?
Yeah, it's pretty popular, but it's not as popular as it used to be in the a long time ago. But there's
What?
still a bunch of Hawaii people that go to Vegas to bowl the tournaments. There's like 4 or 5 or 6 tournaments in Vegas that Hawaii people go to.
Dude, by the way, I like this handle suggestion, Chow. Hondo 12 says Kingpin. Now that is a
Yes.
fucking good ass fucking handle, man. That could be an alternate handle, dude.
Well, you see why I'm Chow, right? I sent you that picture.
No, I didn't. I haven't gotten through all these pictures. Why are you Chow? And by the way, the Chow reminds me of Miss Guzzi. Right?
Scusi.
European vacation. Miss
Vacation, yeah,
Guzzi.
scusi.
Everyone after this show, if they don't know what I'm talking about, you should just Google Miss Guzzi, Miscusi, European vacation, and it is hilarious. That scene is funny. Miss Guzzi.
Yeah, so Chow, how did you get the name Chow? Where did that derive from?
Okay, so one of my poker players a while back, um, I don't know. I guess he just thought of something funny to call me, so he called me Chow. I go, "Why are you calling me Chow?" And he showed me the picture. I sent them the picture, and then
Euro
the
trip.
reason why I pick it for craps is I had an experience in I think I don't know about 10 years ago. I was at the Golden Nugget going up to my room, and there was a goth convention in Las Vegas, and then these two like super tall goth guys came in the elevator with me. They have my shoes, the shoes that I wear for craps now. They had those kind of those heels on.
Oh, to give you elevation?
Yeah, and then the guy on the right goes to the guy on the left. Hey, look, Chow.
Oh, Chow.
So I
Oh,
turned
yeah.
I turned to the guy on the right, and I turned to the guy on the left, and I said, "That's right, motherfuckers."
Fuckers.
And that's where it
Oh,
started.
that's great. But did you die? That is, I love it. That's
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 Leslie
that's
Chow.
perfect. Yes, that's perfect. Actually, I like it. Now that I know the story and I see the side by side picture, I think it's perfect for you.
Man, I'm trying to load up these other I'm trying to load up some of these other pictures, man, that Chow sent
Yeah,
me, which are
there's a shake 'em and bake 'em picture.
wait, what's the shake 'em and bake 'em picture?
Yeah, it's actually a small little video.
Oh man, check this shit out. Hopefully this loads. Some of these pictures won't load for some reason. This one will. So Chow, is this the oh man. This is this the poker game that you guys get
Oh,
going?
that's the
That's
poker game.
that's cool, man. Is that high stakes? What are you guys playing for there?
No,
And is this a
small
weekly
stakes,
thing?
really small stakes, small stakes.
That's nice,
It's
man.
just more of a fun game. Yeah.
What game are you playing? Are you playing the
Just
Hold'em?
just no limit hold'em.
Yeah, nice, man. You might be interested in the guests we're gonna have. It's gonna be a little poker episode.
Yeah, I'm
So
sure. And
yeah.
there's a guy in Hawaii that comes to, well, not, he doesn't come to my game, but he goes to another game here, and he ended up, I think he was 11th, 10th or 11th place in the main event last year.
Oh, really?
Tony,
Wow.
his first name is Tony. I don't know what his last name is, but he was like
Hmm.
really, really near final table.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I would probably know who that is. I keep
Yeah, you probably would know.
I keep tabs on that. Interesting thing. And later I'll show this. I don't know how much you guys watch ESPN or poker or anything like that, but there's a announcer for Poker Stars, Joe Stapleton. He was just he's now part of the ESPN WSOP crew for their televised event because it's back on ESPN. And he was actually made a post today, and he's wearing a Casino Tears shirt, which I thought was cool.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
cool.
That's really
That was cool. So check this out, man. For everyone who wants to know, because you guys have Lip King, you've been there. This is a picture
Madeira.
at Toca Madera where we have our lunch, and this is just a really nice place. And we get a room there. So from clockwise, I'm gonna tell you guys, let's say, who these people are. You could put some faces to the names or names to the faces. There's Dice Coach. We got Mr. Ed Robinson, and that's X-Man over here. And then we have ATS Hunter, and then that's me in the corner. And then
I was there that day. I was in the other corner. You can't see me.
And then we have
might have went to the
G-Ray. We have G-Ray. And then we have O Crampolo. We have Buddha Bob. Oh, my God.
Is that Giggity?
Captain.
No, this
captain.
Giggity, the captain is right here. And then Giggity is right there. And then Ciao. Lip King, I don't know. Maybe you were there the next day.
Yeah, I was in the
before.
corner. No, I was there at that. No, I don't know if I wasn't. I was probably the other day. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were the other day.
But this is it's a cool room. It's really great. And oh man,
they do a fantastic job.
Yeah, Stapes is great, very funny. Yeah, Stapes is a cool dude. I'm stoked. I think I sent him a hoodie too.
The burger was great.
Yeah, that meal was great. The whole just nice to get out of there, and it's a classy joint, wouldn't you say? Huh?
Yep.
I love it there. I love it there. I've been there before, and over in the other room, and it's fantastic. Food, the vibe, everybody.
They had some short skirts walking in there before us that day.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's a lot of tail. There's a ton of tail walking through there, Ciao. I mean, that's a nice thing. Yeah, of course. And John says the captain, the real captain. No, that is a different captain, a captain from North Carolina, I believe, because he showed up. I think, did he show up with Reaper or a friend of Reaper's? But yeah, man, that was cool. That's a good group right here. That was good. Hey, Lip King, what I was saying, and Ciao, these classes are cool because you end up meeting what will probably be friends for the rest of our craps playing days,
So that's
right. My only regret going to that class was I didn't make it to the meet and greet on Friday.
Oh yeah, Ciao. That's a shame. It's always a good meet and greet.
It's because I got in Saturday morning, so yeah, that's the only way I could fit it in, and that's my biggest regret is not being at that meet and greet because I would have met Lip King probably, right?
Yeah. I was there. Yeah. And I was there. I went Sunday. I met you guys over there over at I didn't play until the end. We're on the other table when you guys had your private table. Yeah.
Right.
So in the chat, just so you know, there's another little chat going on for BRB. John is in Vegas, and John, if he wasn't so busy, he would have probably popped in here and said hello. I would have given him the mic for a little bit, but But he responded to BRB, says, "Come on down to Casino Quest. I'm there most days, and we can chat it up." So, and Reaper says, "Captain is a member of our Blue Ridge Crap Shooters
Crab
group."
shooters.
Yeah, the Oak Ridge boys. I like it. That I call it. So, Chow, man,
I'll tell you
I
what,
got
they
what?
got some shooters over there. Those Carolina boys.
I know, man. That's a little scene, man. And with fucking ATS Hunter and Reaper and
Yeah,
Taki Mojo. I mean, that's a whole thing. Yank is
that's
like part of that whole
yeah,
thing.
that's a squad, dude. That is a squad.
Yeah. Yeah, John was supposed to come down there. That would have been cool. John, I wanted to show you my book, actually. It's in the final stages. So
Oh,
um
Chow, I got a question for you. Like,
Yes, sir.
being from Hawaii, and no legalized craps there. Is that correct?
Right.
So how did you get into craps, and like logistically, how do you manage to come over? How often, and get to play over in Vegas or Seattle or whatever you can get, whatever table you can get to play.
Okay, so my 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 craps experience that would hook me was I brought a group of people to Reno to play to a bowling tournament,
Hmm.
and we had a stopover in Vegas. We had like a 12-hour stopover in Vegas, and then my friend said, "Come follow me. We'll go play craps." It was right at the end of the trip. We had like maybe an hour left, and we had to leave for the airport. And I had $80 left to my name. So he took me to the crap stable, went 27 across, and he said, "Just follow me." I
Hmm.
turned $80 into $800.
Yeah, attaboy. Oh, that's what that
yeah,
got you. That's
nice.
the bug right there.
And like, oh crap, this is the game. And
Mm.
then as time went on, because of my bowling background, there was a lot of things in Vegas and in Reno, and I just fell in love with craps. But I never believed that you could influence the dice at all. It's like, there's no way, So I just lost money betting,
Mm.
basically. And
Right.
then lo and behold, um, I guess it was COVID probably, or right around there. And my sister goes to Vegas, so I meet her a lot there. And I figured maybe I need to learn a game that I can, make some money in, or at least make back what it
Yep.
cost me to go. So and then I went and I looked up Golden Touch, and I went to Howard, and I went to Heavy Sting, and I went to Tony Leo, and I went to Dice Coach.
All right. See, like we've had. It sounds like we've had similar journeys. What was your experience? Because Ten Ton and I have also been through that circuit as well. Um, what was your experience with GTC? What did you gain from
Okay,
it?
so GTC was my original learning how to toss the dice.
Your
I
cherry
learned it
popper.
from it was a video. It's just a video that they send out, and it gives you the
Oh,
8 steps to whatever, and then they show you the masters throwing the dice on the table and how many hard ways they hit. And then so I started with that, and just I made a rig, which Tentan has a picture of my original rig. And then I made a throwing station,
mm,
so I could have, like, it was 8 feet,
yeah.
whatever measurement. And that's what I got from Golden Touch, is the original toss with the 3 fingers. And the dice kept falling out of my hand, so I had to go deeper and deeper because of my fingers were so dry. So I already
Mm.
had a deep grip.
When you go deeper, do you have higher revolutions on your toss? Does it spin a lot more?
Unfortunately, yes. The deeper I
Okay.
go, the more I tend to have more revolutions on. However, I'm learning to cut it down more now, after the class with Ed and seeing Dice Coach. I don't know how. There's my rig
Hey,
and my
Lip King,
regulation dice.
Mm.
Lip King. That's interesting. I have a deep grip from stick right one. That's one. I don't have a deep grip from stick left, but for stick right one, what song is that? That's like the Risky Business song.
Yeah, here.
Is
That's
that
I
is
was
that your
framed, man. Cheech and Chong.
That's your ringtone. All right. So okay,
I was free, man.
the deep grip. Actually, I throw less revolutions with a deep grip from stick right one. So
Yeah,
it's
but you're doing
That's
a
it.
drop shot from there.
I'm doing more of a drop shot, but even when it doesn't naturally just. I feel like that deeper grip prevents you from getting those. That light grip, the baby bird toss, the par
Mhm.
toss, where you're just holding those edges. I feel like that gives me more rotations on that.
See, I think I grip it from stick right one a little deeper too, but when I push out release, I let go, so it's like it's like a the Phil Negro knuckler. So
Yeah,
how it
right.
pops in.
Knuckleball. Yep. I
Shout
still have
out.
a lot. I still have revolutions on both sides.
Listen, shout out to, I don't know, is the handle ETX Sarge. I don't know if that is Sarge or if that's I don't know, but nice to see you in the chat. Lip King, I tell you what, I'm just there is no revolutions for me when I do when I have that deep grip. Shooting from anywhere, I don't know how you can get so many revolutions from there. Oh, it's George Thorogood, maybe. Right?
Yeah, I feel like the deeper you get on it, from stick left one, out of other people can hop in the chat. Yeah, I get a lot more spin. Like it's going. You're getting tons of revolutions. I have to grip it higher, higher up on the pips in order to slow that revolution down.
Do
So
you like having a lot of revolutions on there, or and that's open to you, Chow, as well.
Me, no,
well,
personally,
I
no.
don't. I think you should have less revolutions. But here's something that Ed told me when I was at the CT, the experience. He moved where I started my dice forward like 6 inches, and it cut my revolution rate down a lot.
And
Yeah.
So that might be something you want to do.
have you now when you did that? What have you? What has it transformed into? Is it positively for you?
Oh yes, definitely, because I have
Okay,
less revolutions on it.
right. So it's
It
not going
didn't
to bounce around.
positively affect my last trip, but it overall it's yeah. I'm seeing a different picture as far as
Now
when
you
the
prep.
dice land.
Now with that, for you taking it from CT, with what Ed taught you when you went back to Hawaii, are you? That's what you're practicing now, moving it forward 6 inches to lower the
Right, and
revolutions.
I move it back and forth to see the difference and the feel of, because the whole thing is, I think I had too much revolutions for the bouncier tables.
Yeah, it's going to get
Yep.
you. Because I
Yep.
feel the higher the revolutions, when you hit that edge, it propels it forward. I
Right.
think it, at a high rate of speed, like it gains more velocity once it hits,
Yep.
instead of
Definitely.
I wish you could. I wish I had like a backspin toss when you did that, so you could stop it and kind of hit the brakes, like like with those
Right.
old golf balata balls, zip it back, like you see Tiger do.
Yeah. But it just goes crazy sometimes. Unless you land it
Yeah,
like, you have to like be super flat when you land it.
yeah,
And
It's
that
nice,
that's like,
man, when you get that flat. I like to say,
slap.
man, when you get that slap, it's like slap that ass.
It's
Whenever I
like
do
ball
that,
that ball slap.
that's all I say. I'm like, slap that ass. And I always say that when you get that, bam, that is a nice sound, isn't it? That is a
It
good
is.
sound.
yep.
Slap that ass, Chow.
So so I got an aside story about my, you see the picture, there's my throwing station.
Yeah.
It was portable. I could move it. So I could move my table and go to stick right, and
Okay.
so I could never put a lot of weight on
The
the
rail.
station, because yeah, on the rail. So
Yeah.
that's kind of why I went to get the shoes. So I could be taller enough to not have to put as much pressure on the table for my toss.
Are they like stripper
Strangely enough.
shoes with like the fit? You know what I mean? Those big ass things.
Hey,
I like that.
I can see
Come on,
Chow coming in
sit
with a
on.
strip of clogs,
Ciao,
you know,
You have
with
the
the fi-
picture.
with the
man,
fish floating around in them.
man.
Find the picture. I
No,
sent pictures to Tenton.
oh my God, dude. Hell yeah, dude. You got the shoes, man. Chow has the shoes, dude.
I gotta see.
Oh man, I gotta.
Yeah, you
Okay,
gotta throw these up. I gotta see these
okay.
bad
Hey,
All
lags.
right.
I got even a funnier story for you. So the first pair I got, I actually ordered black, and they sent me white.
Jesus, those
So
are
when
like the
you see them,
those are like the pedophile 4000s. You don't want to be walking around in those.
What
oh
you
my
just say?
god,
He said those are like the pedophile 4000s, the air
Oh man,
pedophiles. You
let
don't
me
want
get
that.
this picture. John says I like the forward spin on a bouncy table, driving it into the back wall and spinning it into actually works pretty nice rather than trying to check it up like a golfer, which
I
causes chaos.
I
Interesting.
agree.
That's a,
I agree. I disagree with that 100%.
okay, man. Let me get this. Let me get this. Chow, man. Like, let me get these shoes,
yeah, you're gonna
man.
laugh when you see it.
Man, where are they? Let me find this. Okay. Let me see.
Or if you go to the Tony Leo picture, I have him on in the Tony Leo picture.
Oh, let me get the let me get the
So
shoes.
I'm as tall as Tony with him on, and I'm way shorter when I don't have him on.
Check them out, man.
Well, I'm waiting for the picture. All right, explain now.
Here it is, dude. Here it is.
You got it. You got it.
Chow's platforms. Let's check them out. Man,
Oh, holy shit!
I know. I
You
know,
wear those in
man.
public, Chow?
Yeah, nobody can see. I wear long pants, so
How do they not see? Holy shit!
Man. I
Those are
like it, Chow. I like it, man. Fucking
wow.
yeah, man. I
Those
think I got yeah. Fucking bring them out, Chow. Go to
yeah. So when I'm next to a short dealer and I see him, I go, "You want to borrow my shoes so you can reach?"
man.
holy
Let's see.
shit! How do you walk in those things?
I
You
guess
can't.
yeah. And now
That's
you
why I have
know
to
how.
carry it in a backpack and change shoes everywhere when I have to walk far. But
Well,
I can
well,
walk to the bathroom with them now.
well, dude. There used to be like, I mean, Bo used to tell me there was someone that would carry like, who is it? Is it Incognito? I think. Does he carry a book that he steps on in a briefcase or something, or steps on something? Someone does, and but yeah, man, these are rock shoes, man. You're right. It's like
Yeah,
Gene
it's like what
Simmons,
Gene
dude.
Simmons. Yeah,
Yeah,
Kiss.
yeah. You should put like a mouth on it, like one of those old, planes. Like that. Like what were those planes? The Fokker D7s or something. They used to have that mouth on it. You could paint that on there. That'd be cool, man.
No, you got to bling those bitches out. You got to put some rhinestones on that.
Oh, really? Yeah. Take them over to God, man. What's that one? What's that place? See, I don't. It's been so long since I've been to a strip joint here. I mean, it's been a long time.
Oh,
Crazy horse, dude.
yeah. Those are sweet
I
though.
haven't. Chow, have you ever been to a strip joint in Vegas?
No, I've not.
Man, that's a scene, man. First time I went to a strip club, a Sapphire here in Vegas.
Well, here's the thing. If Chow went out to the strip joint in those things, they'd say they thought they stole their shoes.
Yeah, you could get up.
They'd fight. Yeah, they'd fight you for
He
those.
should just get up. He should just get up on stage. And
Yeah, next on the main stage, Chow.
I know. Next up, all the way from Hawaii.
On the main
That'd be
stage.
amazing. Yeah, that's pretty awesome, though. But Lip King, man, when I went there, I could not imagine my brain. I've been to strip clubs in LA and in Michigan, but man, when you go to a strip club in Vegas, it was unreal how big those clubs are and how many girls are in there. It's like an eye-opening experience to do that. Like they are massive.
Yeah,
No.
never been.
Oh,
over
you know
that
what?
way.
Good. That's good. You know what? That's a good. It's a good boy. You haven't been to. That's good. You know that.
You know why?
Especially.
Because they're in my office every week. I'm just like, it's played.
Yeah. Oh my God. This is it. Paint some dragon teeth on them. Yeah.
Yeah,
Reaper's like, how do you not break your fucking ankles? Hey,
exactly.
shout out, Fuzzy. Yo Chef has a backpack full of foam to stand on. Oh, wow. I did not know that. I guess
See, tricks
that's
of
an
the trade.
interesting. You know what though? That is a thing because well, I tell you, when I got this table, it was a traumatic experience. It was too high, and I had Aloha Johnny and Dice Coach come here and cut it down. So it's Chow. The best tables, the shortest tables, are the ones at Aria, also at Venetian, and then also at uh where was the other like lower table? I feel like there's one at Caesars, which is just low. I like these lower tables, obviously, because I'm not like 6 foot.
No, I like lower tables, but I'll stand on my tippy toes.
Show the pic of with him and Tony. Yeah, I'll put that back up there. Get that. Let me see. Let me get that.
So, Chow, let's hear about your experience with Tony Leo, because I
Yeah.
worked with him as well. Did we
Hey,
lose
Chow. Oh my God. Hey, Chow.
Yo,
He was you leave or something?
You in the shitter?
I'll be back.
He's dropping heat.
Oh man, I'll put that picture up though, dude. Let me get that picture. Oh, here it is. Yeah, that'd be good to hear him. I like how he just casually just leaves.
He just
We can't
digs up.
see him. We can't see him, so he just.
Hey, sorry, man.
casually- Oh, okay.
I'm back.
Geez. Okay.
Sorry,
Sorry, I missed the last minute.
I was asking, explain your experience you had with Tony Leo, because I worked
Okay,
with him
so-
as well.
So did you do a private, just you and me?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so
At
I
his
didn't
house.
do that. I went to a, I don't know how this happened. I can't remember, but I went to like a convention of people.
Really?
And if you see if Tenton would bring up another picture, there's a picture there.
Hold on,
and
I
then
just
there's
can't
one
stop.
more
I
picture.
can't stop looking at your shoes, dude. I'm sorry. I'm
I like
you
him,
know,
dude.
It's like a car crash. You can't like.
I
not
love
look at
him,
it.
Chow. I love him, man.
Well, they're really helpful for us vertically challenged people.
Yeah.
At least it gives me another height, 4 inches more of height. However,
Yeah, it's good, man.
So it was like it was a wage convention more than a sign up with Tony.
Oh, nice.
So so we had I went to his house and we had that ring around where everybody's around the table and you introduce yourself and everybody tosses the dice, and then we had some casino experience and some sports betting and some baccarat and some roulette stuff. So it was more of a meaning of people. So there's another picture that I sent to Tenton that has I don't know if you know Sling
Yeah, I do. Here, let me find that picture. Let me go through all
and
these.
Wisco.
I love that they're not
It's
labeled.
Sling, Wisco, and Travis. I don't know what his thing is, but there you go, Wisco. Wisco just said he was there, and I have a picture of Wisco and Sling and Travis.
Do
So
you know?
what would
Yeah,
you- did-
Wisco's cool. Here.
Did he
Oh,
go
wait,
over-
listen. Hey, Lip King, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Shout out Wisco, and he's got the merch line. Pit Boss approved. Always got to do that. Keep it here handy for the Wisco mentions. Pit Boss approved, man. Official degenerate gear. Established 2026. Here it is. That would be Wisco in the middle. That's Sling on the left. And then I don't know.
Oh,
who this
Sling.
dude
That's
is.
Sling. That's Mike, right? Sling.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
Mike.
so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
And Travis Moore on the right.
Ah,
Yeah, no,
G Duff chiming in.
threw
Travis
with,
is sweeper. That's a cool name. Sweeper.
Sling has a nice toss.
Yeah, G Dub was there too.
Man, shout out G-Dub. G-Dub, man, bets big. Gets those up there. Sweeper, man. Was he a janitor? Why is he? Where'd he get that name? Or a soccer player? Because that's a position in soccer. Sweeper. Or he likes brooms. What? No one knows?
No idea.
Oh, dude, check this out. Wisco says you could see G-Dub's parrot shirt in that pic. Man, talk about the attention to detail. There it is on the left side.
Yep, there it is.
Yep. And then he says Mike has a sweet toss. Yep.
He does. He really does.
So
where is
Lipkin,
this?
Getting back to
where is this picture?
I think this is at Red Rock.
Oh,
I think
okay,
it was
nice.
at Red Rock.
Yeah, nice.
Either Red Rock or Durango.
Yeah. One of them. It looks like it.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either
That's
one.
Cool.
The first day was Red Rock, and the second day was Durango, I believe.
Yep.
Anyway, Lip King.
Yeah.
Getting back to Tony, I didn't really have any like one-on-one with him, but you know the betting strategy for craps.
Yep.
I used it a couple times at I used the I think I was doing let's see, the one that's across and you have 3 levels.
There's a few of those like that. Yeah.
I never reached the 3rd level. If you don't PSO twice in a row, you will not lose money.
Right.
Using it. But you have to have a bigger bankroll.
That's what I was saying.
Right.
You got to stop. To reach the levels, you do have to have a big bankroll. But I felt you don't win it. You don't win a lot though.
Well, you won't win a lot if you don't
Right.
you don't have a nice long roll. But if you use that and just think you have a 30-something roller and you started and you just kept collecting and pressing, you'll get the same amount. If you went and did an ATS or something and you had a really good roll, you hit one side or whatever, you'd make about as much as you would on any other strategy, I think.
Because it's hedged in. It's hedged in a little,
right?
There's
so the thing with his strategy is if you never PSO twice in a row, you will never lose. You will never have a losing session,
right?
Because it's one hit and down.
It's right? Yep.
So you never have a losing session if you don't PSO twice in a row, and it's 27-3. He does it every day of the month. So you win 27 times, you might lose your bankroll 3 times, but you're ahead. That's the theory, correct? Yeah.
Yep.
And like for me, I can't do that because I don't get to go every day. I have to like do as much activity as I can when I'm there, or else, I don't have the opportunity.
Ciao, it's funny. I was talking to and we got to talk Lip King about the Hawaiians and that whole scene. Because that is a whole entire scene and world. I was having lunch over there or breakfast with Alan G, who's awesome, and Alan G is one of Tony's guys too as well. And he was telling me, I was like, Alan G, we were talking about the ATS and how I play it and laying, and he's like, nah, man, none of us lay it. He's like, we're coming out here. And we want that. We want that big hit. And I thought that was funny. Like the Hawaiians are just all in. But check this out. Shout out Matt Hatter. He texted me this picture of Ciao.
Yes.
Recent picture of Ciao at Palms.
With the shoes.
With the shoes. My eyes go right to the shoes.
Man, I go to the hat, man.
I go right to the shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, Ciao.
I met Matt Hatter a while ago.
Yeah, Matt Hatter, man. Guy's roaming around. He's roaming around. I think he let Matt Hatter. You like the Palms? Pretty sure he does. And that's where.
So after Tony Leo, what was your next venture in your journey?
After Tony Leo, I went to Heavy's 75th birthday bash. and I signed up for I think 3 different sessions, I believe, and that's when I almost met Tenton.
No, dude, I saw you because I was at Palace Station Lip King and I saw this guy with those shoes. And I remember I was there
See,
with
I would have
Table
went up
Maker.
to him. I would have been like, dude, the guy in the shoes. I need to meet that guy.
I was there with Table Maker and Chow, you walked by me because I noticed those shoes.
Were they click
I
clacking
never,
like a
No,
horse?
you know,
I just noticed them.
The
I
hoofs.
never knew anything about casino tiers back then, and then I was told, "Oh, wait, if you hang out here a little while at the uh, the place they had the seminar," I said, "you can meet Tenton." I said, "Who the hell's Tenton? I don't know nothing." I didn't know anything about you, so I said, "I'm not in. I'm not going to do a podcast or anything. So why should I stay?" But John Cocos was there,
Yep.
and
John was
I
there.
think
John and I were there.
right, and so I left before I even got to even shake your hand, and thinking I'm not interested in this podcast stuff. So
That's all right.
it wasn't something that I was into that day. But now I regret not staying.
Hey, man, it works out how it works out, right? But I did,
Yep,
I
everything
did
happens
see
for a
you in the
reason.
shoes.
Hey, Chow, can I make Chow? I want to make a recommendation if this can be done.
Okay.
If you could throw some spurs on those fucking bad boys, you know.
Oh my God. Yeah, that would be sweet, right?
You hear Chow coming down, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. You know what I mean? You have a nice entrance for you. We have some like entrance
Yep.
music coming down.
Then I'll have to put on a vest and make it all the blingy vest and cha-ching,
Yeah,
cha-ching.
yeah, leather vest, no shirt, just nipples. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can do the shake 'em and bake 'em, the
Yes,
shake 'em
that's what
and
I'm
bake 'em
talking
movie,
about.
right?
Yes, yes. See, you're speaking my language.
So
Just for you,
so after heavies, then, where'd you go, Chow? I mean,
okay,
I guess.
so it was heavies in September, and then football season happens, and anyway, the next time, uh, I could tell this story, but you guys might not believe it. Anyway, this is what happened. My friends were coming to Vegas in February, and they had their dates planned, and I wanted to go with them, but I it didn't happen. It wasn't happening. So Monday night, I'm in my bowling league, and I'm having a really, really good game. And in the middle of the game, I told him, if I shoot 300 this game, I'm going to join you guys this weekend. So lo and behold, I bowled 300 that night. I said, I'm going to Vegas.
Nice.
And then I called Dice Coach, and he happened to have an available slot for me. And how metaphysical shit happens and everything works together.
Mm.
That's when I went to see Dice Coach. That's my Dice Coach story.
Nice,
When I
dude.
met Dice Coach, it was after a really good week of everything was good, and that in that weekend I had 3 hats from the Fremont.
Holy shit!
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, it's nuts. It was pretty nuts. So
So
that was the only trip that I've had to Vegas in the last 9 trips that I had that I actually came home with more money than I left with. One
Well,
time.
hey, 1 in 9. 1 in 9. Not bad, but what's more impressive is that you got 3 hats. Man, how long did you have to wait between shots to do that? Because you did that after, I mean, at Fremont, that's a long wait. And you did
No,
that
it's
3
not.
times?
When you go at 5 o'clock in the morning,
Nice,
Oh.
man. Nice.
nobody's there.
The
So
early
And it was
bird,
a
man.
what was your opinion on that table? Because I know Tenton says he likes it, but I've heard it's
I
long.
love that table. I
Oh, you
love
do?
that
Okay.
table. Yeah, the bounce is super. Okay, so this last trip I went to actually went to the Cromwell. That's another story. I took a bus. Anyway, I went to the Cromwell, and I think I hit the small. I was 11 away from the tall, and I did really well at the Cromwell. I love that table.
Great table. Yep.
And then
I'm with you on that.
I actually went to Suncoast because my sister was staying at Suncoast.
Oh
And
man, I heard they give you heat there. Do
they
they?
didn't give me no heat. They didn't give
Nice,
me no
man.
heat.
Yeah.
You know,
They're not gonna get,
bet for the
they're not gonna
dealers
give
right
a
off the
guy
bat.
heat with fucking shoes like that. You kidding me?
No, exactly, dude. Who fucks
No.
with
You're
a
gonna get
guy
kicked.
Yeah.
with those shoes?
No,
Huh?
never happened. He's like John
Anyway,
Wick,
the
dude. You
repeater
gotta fuck with him.
the repeater table was
Oh my
I like the
God.
repeater table than the ATS
Mhm.
table. But then Ripper just posted in
Ripper.
the chat. This week they changed the tables. They changed the felt at Suncoast.
Fuckers.
So I don't know if the bounce is going to be the same. The bounce was
Hmm.
really good at Suncoast. I really like the bounce. Because like for me, the Palms is a little bouncy for me.
Let's,
Durango, Sunset Station, Red Rock, a little bouncy for me because I'm
dude.
using my dead table at home.
How the hell do you deal with the Red Rock tables, dude? You need to add another 4 inches on those platforms.
Listen, you
You
don't
know, fortunately for me, my table at home is it's a little taller because I added another 3/4 inch ply because the original table was 3/4 inch ply. To make it an inch and a half, I added um, one more layer of ply. So my base is 1.5 inches, which is supposedly everybody's slate, right? Inch and a half. All the slates in Vegas or any
Yeah.
legal crap table. So that's why. So my table is actually 3/4 of an inch higher, so it's higher. So every time I go to the mainland or I go to Vegas or wherever, the tables are good for me
lower.
because they're
Yeah.
shorter. Yeah.
See,
Hmm.
I find Encore's tables to be wins not so much, but Encore's are higher than the wins.
Slightly higher, but not as high as Planet Hollywood, and definitely not as high as Red Rock.
So you guys, how's the bounce at the link?
I haven't played there. Tonton, have you?
I haven't played at Link ever, actually. I've just played at O'Shea's, which is a small table, a low table. I love O'Shea's, which is they use the Link chips.
And is that
You ever-
a neutral bounce table, a bouncy table?
It's pretty neutral. I like that table a lot just because it feels smaller. I just like those smaller feel tables. I don't know, maybe it's a psychological, but I feel like I have more control on where I can place
I'll
and
never go
land
back
those
to the
dice.
Venetian.
Really?
See,
I'll never go back to the Venetian. They're super
Really?
bouncy. To me.
yeah, now I was gonna say explain it to me because I'm staying at
Yeah.
Palazzo and when I go out there in a few weeks. So did you find that all the tables were bouncy? Did you play Palazzo side, Venetian side only?
I didn't go Palazzo because I was told or I heard that Palazzo is bouncier than the Venetian. But I know one
Okay.
of the pit guys, this one pit boss that works the 4 to 12 shift at the Venetian in the craps
What's
pit.
his name?
His name is Daniel.
Oh, no.
Anyway,
I know.
he was one of my junior bowlers that I coached when he was a kid, and he's lived in Vegas for like 30 years. So I haven't seen him in a long time. So I went to see him, and then I looked at the table and damn, these tables look bouncy. And I went on it, and sure enough, it was bouncy. And I think that really screwed me for the rest of my trip because I tried to do something with my toss that would work on that table, and it did not work. And then I had like
No.
the most horrendous time for the next 5 or 6 sessions that I had. It's
Ciao.
like so bad, I quit.
Man. Okay, so it's funny how everyone has different experiences at different casinos. First time I played that second session, because I had winning sessions at Venetian and Palazzo. The first times that I've played in years there, which is recently, with Okram Polo. And then we got there on the ninth session and I lit them up with the fucking, I wish I knew how many I threw, but I hit the all on my first toss.
Well, maybe you were on a different table.
It
'Cause I
could have
was there
been, but
early in the
those
morning.
tables are a little bouncy. But like I said, you have to be able to you have to have a toss for a bouncy table. I don't know. Maybe it says that I'm not a good DI, that I've
No,
made the
maybe
most
you're
money on
no,
bouncy tables.
So
absolutely.
you're the opposite. So bouncy tables works well for you, probably because what
Somehow.
you're throwing an off axis toss.
Yeah, I end up hitting, I just end up usually on a lot of those tables, I end up hitting horn numbers. I get a lot of those happy accidents that I call them. And you know, man, when the dice, you know, when you get a runner, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's never good.
On those, but a lot of those, I've just been lucky somehow in the distribution on those random runners and happy accidents, which have always hit some of those hard to mark numbers. But yeah, I've cleaned up on bouncy tables, and so I don't mind playing them.
Interesting. How about Caesars? I like Caesars. I thought the
Caesar's
craps fit
tough,
over the.
man.
I see.
I
I
like
liked
the
it. I
pit.
thought I do. I like the pit, and I thought the tables weren't. We're okay. You know, they're playable for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I had
for me it was for me they're always a little bouncy. Almost every place is a little bouncy for me because
name
maybe because
name
all
a
I got is this, my own table.
How
Chow.
about Bellagio? Yeah. Did you play Bellagio, Chow?
I did not. I walked by there. I heard the bounce. I thought, oh man, this is going to be really good. I don't really like crapless. This is 8 o'clock in the morning.
Mm.
Only the crapless table available, and it was 50
Yeah.
bucks. I went, I don't like crapless, and I don't like $50 at this
50.
point because I don't have that big a bankroll.
Man, did you
So
just
it's like
show them your
50 bucks,
shoes?
ah.
Just
Yeah,
show
show
them
your shoes. They would
I
have
didn't
show
even
them
loved
your
put
it.
them on.
shoes will
Would it?
lower the limit, dude. They'll be like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I didn't play there, but I'm hearing the bounce, and it sounded really, really, you hear the crap,
You could hear the
and
slap. Yeah.
it sounded really good. Yeah.
Yeah. So I say Bellagio and Fremont are the only tables where you hear that, that slap that ass, that sound. That's the only
I think the
one.
crowd was pretty close.
I haven't played there
Yeah.
really in a long time. but-
Cromwell was great. I loved Cromwell.
And I really think Suncoast, if they did not change their tables, was that sound also. I got the reaction that I wanted, and it sounded like it was correct. But Ripper said, and that's Ripper's home casino.
Yeah.
He says so his parents are there,
Yeah.
and he did that. Yeah, he said they changed that. Like, oh man,
They've
I
got,
was
but
gonna stay
those
over there next
tables are
summer.
long, dude. Those tables are long there. They're not short tables. They're all 14 footers.
Like
And
Circa and
Suncoast.
Yeah. Up near Rampart.
I didn't like Circa. They were bouncy. I don't like the cow is bouncy. I don't like Plaza is bouncy.
yeah, no, Circa was
I don't like
bouncy,
Golden Nugget
long
is
too.
bouncy. Yeah.
What was the
I
other
don't.
one?
I don't know if I care about the length. I care more about the bounce.
See, I'm a little bit of both. Like I thought, Resorts World was long too. That was, I think, a 14
Yeah,
footer.
because I like the
And see,
Fremont. Fremont is a 14-foot table.
but it is a hard table, so you're able to
Oh,
combat
very
it.
hard. Yeah,
Yeah.
G-Dub, it's up near Rampart. It's up in that. If you're going to go to Red Rock, it's up there in
Yeah, it's
Summerlin,
Summerlin.
basically.
How about
Part of that
GVR?
crew.
Have you guys played GVR? How's that? How the tables there?
Bouncy for me. Bouncy
Yeah.
for me. All the station casinos are pretty bouncy. Palace Station is more like the Palms to me, and I've never been to Santa Fe, but from watching the HCS videos, it sounded like the table is okay. Santa Fe though, but I've never been there.
You know, I love how like the CT community, we're all fucking table snobs. I love it. We
Oh
are.
heck yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, fuck
That's-
yeah,
that-
geez.
Yeah. Well, when you're putting money on the line, you gotta be.
Dude, check this out. That's a take, man. BRB from right across the street. Right now,
Yeah,
says,
he does.
I need,
He does need
I
seven.
need
He
7
does.
diamonds, not 5. Bounce is not a concern or length. Yep.
He's a stick left. He's
Oh.
a stick left 2 guy.
I have to do a shout out to Weed.
To Weed
So
Hopper?
when I went to
Give the shout
what-
out to
Weed
Weed
just-
Hopper.
weed, just weed. When I was in Vegas this last
Yeah,
time,
we
he actually reached out to me on a, I mean, on a private text, not at the group text, and he was telling me what he was doing, and it was okay. It's great that I never really got to shoot with anybody else because my shot was really crappy at that point.
dude, you
The
shot
only
with
place I
me.
did
You did good.
well, that was yeah, it was okay. That was I had a 24 roller with you on the table at one time at
Nice,
Palms, but
dude.
this time
Yeah.
at the Palms I died. I didn't have a winning session.
Mm.
Zero winning sessions at the Palms, and everything else was bad to me. Slots were bad. Ultimate Texas Hold'em was bad. Everything was bad.
Damn,
So
that's bad. No GVR Santa Fe for me then, and that's definitely not gonna. Your go-go gadget shoes aren't gonna work there.
Go gadget platforms. That's what it
Yeah,
is. Take them
yeah.
out. Go gadget. Fucking yeah. Oh my god. Hey, it's shout out ATS hunters in the chat. What's your thoughts? 7 diamonds versus 5, you guys. I mean,
I'm a seven diamonds guy as well.
I've not played enough to have a difference to
there you
notice
go.
the
Yeah.
difference. Yeah.
Oh,
I,
dude,
I
we
don't know.
got we. This is the guy I've been waiting for, Alan G. Man, he's
Yep.
watching from the what? The main island, right? Would that be the big island?
Yep. Yep.
You're on a
So
little nice.
I gotta talk to LNG like we talk in Hawaii. So if you guys don't understand what I say, no worry, because you know
Or are
this
you
is
gonna
Hawaii
speak
talk.
pigeon?
This is pigeon. This is
Yeah,
pigeon.
let's do
What's
it,
up,
dude.
Al? What you doing? And then I have to turn it around and speak regular English so everybody else can understand what I'm saying.
Dude, tell people what pigeon is. Okay, it's like a what is like Spanglish. It's for Hawaiians.
Yes, it's just a different way. Yeah, and it's really funny. Every island has a different
Dialect.
dialect. It's crazy. Yeah, different
Shout
islands
out
say
Pearls
different
Girl.
words for different things.
So you
It's not
know by listening to their dialect what island they're from, correct?
pretty much. Yep. Why
Yeah.
by the things they say, I can because I've lived on the big. I grew up on the Big Island. I lived on Oahu. I have friends on Maui. I've lived on Kauai for 30 years. So pretty much the main islands is it's just yeah. There's small little itsy bitsy differences, but you can tell if you're from here.
But Chow,
And if you can't,
that
if you're not, yeah, go
but
ahead.
Kauai is supposed to be, when I was gonna vacation there, Lip King, I ended up going to Maui, and Maui's fucking beautiful. It just really, it's like a postcard. Yeah, like
Right.
you take a picture and it's like, hey, here's a puzzle, here's a postcard. But I wanted to go to Kauai, but that is like really, I mean, it's pretty secluded, right? But it's supposed to be really
remote.
It's
chill and
really
nice.
really laid back. So if you think of Hawaii and you think of the pictures of Hawaii and the culture or whatever, this is Hawaii, Kauai. So
Mm.
any of you get in touch with me if you're coming to the island because I have a crap spit, I have fishing poles.
It's the land of the big shoes.
Which island is
Yeah.
land of the big shoes, dude?
Let me know. Let me know. You guys coming on this way? Let me know. We'll get together, hang out, go to the beach.
Yeah. So Alan G,
Right.
let's talk about this stuff. So I like Fremont tails, but I have a bad habit of tossing it higher to really hear the smack sound. Most times doing that, not good. LOL. Hey, so there are so many Hawaiian players, and I'm gonna have I've got let me see on my calendar. Money Shot's gonna
So you
be
got Brian.
yeah, he's gonna be here. He's gonna be on. So check this out. I didn't finish this. After Tony Leo on June 11th, we've got Huggy Bear talking about Detroit. And then we've got Alfredo talking about Texas and all that stuff he's doing. And yeah, Brian is going to be on June 4th. That'll be interesting. And you're like sort of the prelude to the Hawaiian primer. So that group is huge, the Hawaiian group, because when I had breakfast with Alan G, I mean, man, they do a great job as far as really, what is it about the Hawaiians and craps? Like, you're friends with all those guys? Are you friends with Ivan?
I'm not friends with all of them, but in Hawaii, because we do not have any casinos or anything legal that we can do every day like you guys, or every week, and then people that are into the game got. I think COVID did a lot to merge everybody together as far as the craps
Yeah.
community is concerned. Yeah,
But
but
this is
there's
gonna. I'm
Uncle
gonna.
Mel on Maui.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask. Oh, I didn't know he was on Maui.
Yep,
Well,
craps Hawaii.
what is the reason why craps is not allowed in Hawaii?
Is we don't have any gambling. The
Oh,
government
there's
won't
no
allow gambling. There's no
no not even
there's no legal gambling.
no scratch tickets, nothing.
Illegal sports books. They're yep.
Wow,
Nothing legal. I have a lot of
that
chicken
is.
fighting here.
Oh, there's
Do you
cockfights
do
over
you,
there.
do you really?
We have a lot of chicken fighting. Yep.
Is that like
I've seen one live in Dominican. It was they had like
Yep.
they put
the
razors on
talent
there?
yeah, and they got the mask like gladiator and shit, and they go at it, dude.
Man,
Yeah,
man.
Yep.
it's
Did
intense.
this? Is it to the death?
Sometimes
Seem-
the chickens die.
Sometimes, yeah,
Man, it's like
I
yeah,
don't. I don't understand the
it
game.
is.
right.
I can't see it. I don't like to watch it. So
I don't know. I was
pretty much
cheering.
that.
I'm like,
I don't know if I'd like that.
you got to assimilate into the culture, or else you get shanked. You know what I mean?
Imagine
You
if
got to
you
jump in.
imagine if you had to play craps like that.
Yeah,
Once you get shanked.
yeah. I was in DR, and I was like, with locals. I'm like, I had to go along, or else I'm getting stuck. I'm good.
I'll be right back. Keep talking, Lip King. You're man.
Yeah.
Thanks for you're a great co-host on this, dude.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
All right, so
Yeah.
Ciao, what
Sir.
happened after? All right, so you went with Tony Leo, and did you ever get to you worked with Bo?
Oh yes. So after I went to Heavy's Bash,
Mm-hmm.
in fact, I have a couple friends on the island that they belong to the Caesars thing, so they always go to the Caesars multipliers and always stayed
Yeah.
at Caesars or whatever. And a couple of my friends went to bowl like 13 years ago,
Yep.
and so they said, bowl this, and then how did I really? I think I just looked him up and I just called him
Yeah.
and I said I want to set up a half day because I had already gone through, the basics
Mm-hmm.
of you know throwing the dice and whatnot. So I thought maybe I took the half day and the casino trip. Right, you have that
Oh,
where
with
you
him.
can
Oh,
he'll
yeah.
take you to the
Yeah.
casino.
Yeah. Go over that with it, because I didn't do that with Bo when I had my session with him.
So this is a very memorable story, actually. Remember when he was on the regular podcast and he said he got kicked out of the Fremont?
Yeah.
That was me.
No.
I was the guy that he was with at the Fremont.
Yep.
If you re-listen to that stuff, we went to the chart house, and then there's a
Yeah.
fish tank and stuff. I've caught almost
Yes.
every one of those fish in the fish tank, and then the story, we went there, and then the guy kicks us out, and that was the best experience I would have ever had with the coach. I think because we got kicked out of the damn casino
God.
because of you.
Yeah, I remember him reciting that. That's exactly what you said. You're like, this is the best class ever. We got kicked out of a casino.
Exactly.
That's
Like,
awesome.
damn, Bo, this is the best thing ever. And so we he actually gave me he took a mulligan, and so he took me to another casino because I went on my tune-up. So yeah. So my experiences with Bo has been like absolutely phenomenal. He's
I agree.
the best. I think he's the
He is.
best instructor of the whole package. And he's such a positive person. It's unbelievable. So I always say, and
and
I always text him back, that's why you're the best, Bo. You're the best.
And I was talking to Tenton today, early, like in Bo brought up because BRB was out there with him, and I said, the great thing about Bo is how accommodating he is. If if you're flying out there, he'll make it happen to work with you. If you text him, he responds back promptly, and he's so passionate, and he cares about his students and wants everybody to progress and be the best that they can, in this craft. And and you don't get that from a lot of teachers out there. It's more of a money grab, where they just take your money, see you
Absolutely.
later. And with Bo, it's not that. He genuinely cares, and I respect him tremendously for it. And that's why. And not only is he like a warm and kind and amazing person, he's so intelligent with the game, and he helps me think, out of my zone, where sometimes, I don't know if you do get, you get that tunnel vision. You're stuck in your ways. And then he'll
Right.
say, how about you do this? Why don't you do this? Or why are you doing that? And it makes you think. And I need that sometimes, like, because I can be stubborn, and like it's like, a big smack in the head, like, what are you fucking doing, idiot? Like, let's do this, this, and this, and you're gonna profit
Right.
more.
So
And yeah, I need that.
so another just past trip, this past trip that I just went to. I get in on Saturday morning, correct, at like 5 o'clock in the morning, flying
Hmm.
the overnighter from Hawaii because that's like the best flight to go.
Right.
And I get there at 5. Okay, so I previously set up uh, a bowl appointment at 8 o'clock Sunday morning, thinking that I'm going to reach there, I'm going to take a nap, and I'm going to have one day, and then I'm going to go see Bo the next day.
Hmm.
It was Thursday while I was chatting on this show the other week. He
Hmm.
calls me in the middle of the show. He goes, "Ciao, you got to see me Saturday, not Sunday. We have to get you off on a good, on a
See, yeah.
good note. So we're gonna do before." So I said, "Boy, I get in at 5. So would 6 o'clock be? I mean, is 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock okay?" He says, "Of course. Just just get here." And I almost went straight from the airport to his house to do the lesson. So
Yeah,
or the refresher.
exactly. He, like
That's
I
the
said,
kind of person he is.
he is, and that is him. That's not fake. That is
That's
Bo.
unbelievable. Yes.
Yeah,
So one
and
more
and
bow
that's
story before I let
oh
you
yeah,
before I let you
absolutely.
go.
No, no, no.
Um, so last year, okay, so I first saw him in February, and then I went to see him every time I went to Vegas because I just want to make sure that I get the tune up right. And
Hmm.
then a couple months, and I went back in August, and I was telling him what's going on. He goes, "Ciao, you need to take a break." I go, "Excuse me." He said, "You need to take a long break. You're running bad." So I took the long break from August until pretty much February. And then I had that conversation with Tenton, and then he said he's put himself in jail for 60 days taking the
So it's like
break.
a
I mean,
it's like a crap sage, you know, to kind of
yeah.
cleanse it off.
Yeah, so get that all out of your head.
How did you
And
feel
so I
that?
got
How did
one
you
more
feel
sorry.
how did you feel the reset was after taking the break?
It was
Were you
actually really
able to
good.
clear? Right.
In fact, I took a trip to Reno early December because my other whatever my significant other,
Hmm.
she wanted to go see snow, so we didn't see snow in December, but I
You
had
you guys have
decent rolls in
matching
December.
platform shoes?
Almost. No, she's
Oh
taller
man.
than I am, so we actually look good as a
Hell
pair
yeah,
now because I'm
hell
actually
yeah,
taller.
Chow. Hell yeah.
Anyway,
You're getting the taller
so
lady. I
so
like
that
it.
that was a good trip. That's the first time, and I had some success doing that. And then we had another trip in February back to Reno, and the reset did me really really good. I had 230 plus rows. I had a 38 row with eight eight passes, which is
Wow.
Reno is, we go to the Atlantis, and the Atlantis is the home of the long rows, they say, or whatever. And anyway, So it was good. And then when I went to
In Reno,
yeah, in Reno at the Atlantis.
home of the long
They,
rolls,
yes, that's what they call it. They have they
and
have a
and oxygen tanks. Yeah,
yeah, but I
yeah.
like that property. Anyway, then when I went to the casino experience, everything was really good. This
Oh
last
yeah.
trip wasn't good, but the casino experience was really good. I actually made what I lost in the group sessions because our group sessions weren't that great. But
Yeah.
I made back. Yeah, I think
After.
I think I hit 5 sides and on my own, and I had
Nice.
130 plus roll. Yeah, so
Who did you end
yeah,
up
so
going
the
out with
break
that
really
when
helps.
you broke off?
I'm sorry.
Who'd you end up who did you roll? Because you were in there the same weekend I was. Who did you end up branching
I
off with and playing?
I go, but I went. I'm like the solo guy. I
Oh
do it like
man,
early in the
solo.
morning,
Dude,
so
fucking
nobody's
ninja.
there, or I'll go when the
Yeah.
table
He is.
opens because I like to get the dice back right away.
You are
So I
Chan
never went with
Wick.
anybody else. I'm sorry.
I said you are Chan Wick.
Well, that
Yeah,
just
man.
works for me.
Yeah.
That works. I think that works for me. So I don't mind going by myself, but I would love to hook up with others. But I don't think unfortunately for me right now, I don't think my toss or my game is enough to like. I don't want to have responsibility of other people's money. You know what
Oh
I mean?
fuck that.
Because you go with
That's no, that's our problem.
Dude,
I
what the
bet is our
hell,
problem.
man?
Yeah.
no,
You
but
no.
you know what I mean. You want to do good when you're with other people because and I
Everyone
Exactly.
want the
does.
other person to do well.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
there's gonna be shit rolls, but I haven't been like I haven't been consistent enough to me because where in my background and all the things that I've done, I don't want to put myself out unless I'm worthy of the respect and the I don't know, I
I don't
guess
know. That's
quality,
pretty.
whatever. That's just me. That's me. Anyway,
Says the guy that bowls 300.
Yeah. Listen,
more so. That's why
your
more.
platform shoes are fucking respect enough. So you've
Yeah,
earned
I
that.
know, man. It's like, that's who's gonna mess with that. By the way, someone asked, Ciao, are you in the Bay Area? Listen, this is where this guy's from. That gives me an excuse to play this. Here it is.
Yeah, there you go.
That's fucking awesome. You know that?
That's so cool.
My fuck
Listen,
Lip King. You know what, Lip King? Let me play yours right now too, since
yeah,
you're here.
bring it. That's a lot of trophies right there. I like it.
I know, man. Championship. I like this, man. This is East Coast, then fucking
There's a
not
lot of
really.
mileage. There's a lot of
Okay.
mileage between us right now.
I know,
There is.
man.
There really is.
Chow, I'm glad you
Okay,
got everything to work.
so I have I'm gonna give one more story before I have to leave the podcast or whatever because I have to go and
Watch
prepare
Get
a
new
my
chicken
garage
shoes.
fight.
for my
What do you got to
friends to
go
come
do?
over. My friends are
Okay.
coming over tonight.
Oh
He's gonna
man.
get on the main stage.
Yeah, nice, dude.
Anyway,
All right.
so I really wanted to share this story with the group or whatever. Okay, so
Please.
it was really not a really great trip for me. I mean, I had good rows at Vanderpump and Suncoast, and I had one good row. Well, I didn't have the good row. Let's stop. Let's do one good row at Vanderpump, one good session at Suncoast, and then everything at the Palms was crap. And then I went to the Fremont, and the beginning was crap. So I was there till Wednesday. Tuesday, I started in the morning at Fremont. I threw one and a half. I went. I had to quit my toss. I just don't feel good at all. Okay, this is Tuesday
Okay.
morning. I have one more day left.
Okay.
So I quit for the whole day. I did not get on another crap table. I went back. I took a nap. I got up in the afternoon, not going on a crap day. I'm gonna stay up. I'm gonna give myself one more chance Wednesday morning before I leave, and that's going to be it for me because my trip was really really bad. So I just took that whole break. I even went to the mob museum for 5 hours because I had to find
Yeah,
something to do
n-
that,
yeah,
that
nice, man.
that
You
took me
you
away
have a
from throwing my
cappuccino
money away.
there, huh? You have a cappuccino, Miss Scusi, at the
Anyway, so
museum, huh? Miss
so
Scusi.
in the morning, Wednesday morning on my day that I was gonna leave, it was like
Yeah.
5:30 in the morning. I get on the table, I'm by myself.
At which
My
casino?
first at the Fremont.
Okay, yeah.
I
All
stayed at
right.
the Fremont when I was downtown. So my first roll, I had a 21 roller. I hit the small. I was
Nice,
the
man.
12 away from the all. I made, let's say, almost a whole buy-in, not quite there. And I left the table and I thought, you know what? This is fucking amazing. So I left the table and I'm thinking to myself, I have 2 hours left. Should I go back on the table? And so I called Bo. I
Bo
said,
said
Bo,
leave.
I text him. I text
Yeah.
him. I asked him, is it okay if I call you? He said, sure. So I called him up. So I tell him, oh, I just had a really good hand, and I have 2 hours left. And do you think I should go back on the table? He goes, Ciao, no. Why don't you go play blackjack or something and bide some time there? So I went to the blackjack table. Yes, I lost, a couple $100, but I was there for like the hour and a half, and it lasted me till I had to go home. So, Bo's wisdom goes farther than you even think when it comes to helping his students or his friends or whatever you want to call yourselves at this point. That's why I said, you are the best. So
Agreed.
Yeah,
thank you
man.
very
But
much, Dice Coach.
yeah, Dice Coach has been he's cool. So Lip King, Chow, what I like about Dice Coach and what I loved about this guy is he was the only person to actually like want to understand how I thought about the game in a way that was, how are you playing this stack? And that's when I showed him, like, well, this is what the 10-ton 2 a takedown is. This is how I do it. And he has such an open mind towards
Mm.
maybe not thinking, hey, maybe you know what, let me give this kid a shot, like, let's see how he's thinking about the game. And going through, when you're there, if anyone's over there, that specific experience of going through what's going through your mind as you make the bets is really helpful, because you can kind of go on this journey together of how you're processing a roll and what you're betting on, and looking at like this path or this path. It's
Right.
it's really cool to be able to do that with him. So he's the man.
He is.
Yep.
Like I would like to hear from like BRB, like how he changed, because I play with him. So how he conformed now from a new betting strategy, or what he's pressing or what he's not pressing. So I'm looking forward to hear from him on what difference it made. Obviously, he's profiting because he's having great rolls as well. But I want to know where the change was,
You
like
want to hear
that.
something neat about Dice Coach and the chopper toss? I think
Throw
it
it out there.
was
Of,
the
of
last
course.
couple times ago when I went to his house. He says, "You know what? Try this." And he actually showed me the stacked dice from stick right one, and he said, just twist your hand this way and aim it in the corner, and it's kind of like the chopper toss. So he's actually looked into it. He's the
Yeah.
old school guy, right? But he's always
Yeah.
open to other things. Yeah, that's amazing to me. So I've been
Yeah, I know.
screwing
Some
around
people
with it
get stuck in their
nowadays.
ways, man, and resistant to change. And
Yep,
that's just how life goes a lot of
yep,
times,
Agreed.
you know?
yep. But yep, that's why Bo's the best. He's
Agreed.
Yeah,
the
I
best.
mean,
And if anybody's
there's
listening that has not gone to his house, you need to go. Just saying.
Yeah, for sure. So, while you were chatting away, and Chow, I know you have to go, but I got a picture sent from Ivan. Shout out, Ivan. You want to see this picture? Check this.
Bogus.
Yeah, look at this picture. Oh, wait, not that one. Oh, hold on a second. Dude, that's awesome, isn't it?
He's wearing fucking capris. Jesus Christ.
Man, that's awesome, Chow.
And
Don't
and the
fuck
backpack
with
will
the
always be on my
shoes.
back. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm
Don't.
telling you, Chow, if you throw spurs on those bad boys,
I'm telling you, man.
yeah,
You could spray paint. You could do some things to those shoes. That's awesome.
yeah. No, I'm Spurs. Like, you got to get a separate set, just Spurs. I want to hear you clanking.
That would
Like,
be cool, man.
Yeah, he would. Like, this is a bad motherfucker coming in with platform shoes and Spurs.
Yeah. Although I do like the idea of having like a case, that you open up, and take out the shoes. Or, but you got to walk in with them too.
So in the backpack as you change your shoes?
Yes, that's the backpack. So I always have a backpack on my back, wherever you see me.
That is why
Nice.
I love it. I love it.
It takes me a minute to change shoes.
Oh yeah, I saw you got the zipper. You got the easy access.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ciao. That's awesome, dude. That is awesome, man.
Okay, sorry guys, but I gotta check out. I got responsibilities here. Been a pleasure.
Hey, man.
Lip King, one of these days we'll meet up.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a pleasure talking to you, man. It really was.
Oh no.
Hopefully, I'll be out there again. I'll be out there in October for the session. I don't know if you're going to be out there at that time, but if so, I'd like to get a reunion going of all.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All the CT guys.
Yeah, that would be fantastic.
Ciao.
Yeah, no.
I'm very glad that you got your stuff to work so that we could have this conversation. This was the first guest from Hawaii. Oh my God. Yeah. The 70s called and said they want their platforms back. BRB said, didn't they have those shoes with goldfish in them back in the day?
Yeah. The strippers.
Hell yeah.
Those are the Austin Powers, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, Ciao. Those are awesome. But thanks for the for our first and hopefully many guests from, the great state of Hawaii. Yeah.
Right. And I hope their computers work better than mine.
I mean, man, at this point, I'm ready for it. Just bring on the technical difficulties. But thanks to Lip King. Lip King, stay on because we got some other shit to do. Ciao.
All right, guys.
Hey, ciao. Ciao.
Ciao. Ciao out.
Right. Ciao.
Hey, Ciao.
That's one of those things.
It was a pleasure, brother.
Hey, Ciao. That is one of those things.
Thanks.
Hey, that's one of those things where it's like, a hello and goodbye thing.
Right.
You could say ciao and then ciao.
Yeah.
And then ciao, ciao.
And it's spelled correctly, right?
It is spelled correctly, but I'm going to say hooey ho.
Hooey ho, gentlemen.
Yeah, man.
All right.
I'll talk to you later, Ciao.
All right. Take care.
Dude, look at those shoes, huh? That's a legend, dude. Ciao.
Dude, that is
fucking legend,
classic.
man.
He's a fucking straight Hawaiian pimp, dude.
Yeah, dude, he is a pimp, man.
He is
a Hawaiian pimp. Ciao is just like, what sort of business is he getting up to right now?
Dude,
that's the thing. What did he have to leave this chat for? He's getting into trouble.
Why? I know what he is. He's going right now. Bitch, better have my money. That's where he's going.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what,
exactly, dude. Or
he was very shady and discreet getting off.
I know, dude. Who knows what was going on? That's why he had his camera off.
I thought I heard him zip him up, putting him on.
Oh my God, dude. Lip King, man. Check this out. Since Ed isn't here and I forgot. So all those guys are going to fucking Brownwater Bash. Should be interesting. There's a lot of people going, like over 100, I think.
100 heads in there. That's crazy. That's phenomenal. Good for him to coordinate something of that magnitude to get all those people in there. And just the logistics of it. That's a nightmare. But
That's a thing, dude.
it is. It is a thing.
Dude, a couple things before you go, dude. All right. So I want to talk to you about cruising since Ed did not
fucking hell.
represent cruising at all in this podcast. And shout out to the people that left the comments on the Patreon page. I love the fact that that is a whole fucking industry outside of like, you know, what I think of regular craps, you know, which is just based in Vegas, craps capital of the world. You're going to help me do we're 2 weeks late with the 3MG.
Okay.
And I got the list, dude. So I think we haven't done April's. I was supposed to do April's and then totally spaced on it. So I got to get this. I'm going to give away a shirt. Let's do it.
Retro.
I'm probably going to go retro AC, man. I'm going to go there.
AC, short sleeve, a lot. You got to go short sleeve.
It's a short sleeve.
Okay.
Retro AC and maybe there'll be a Biloxi sold out of Vegas. Oh, dude, Lip King, you don't even understand that in this. Hey, ETG, you don't have a picture of that book, do you? I don't have that. I printed up of, did you make, man. Yeah, that's Carrot. Let me see that. Lip King. So I've got a 3-volume set coming out. This is like, we're going to manufacture them here, but they're going to be like this size, right? They're not going to be, they're going to be like double-sided.
8x10s.
Well, this isn't technically an 8x10, you know?
Yeah.
But you want to know what's interesting? And it's kind of weird to think about, but 10 sheets of paper, just 10 sheets of paper is actually a 40-page book. Jeez. You know, it's because I have 40, like these books, I have like 3 volumes and each one is about 33 pages, 34 pages. And then when you think about it, you know, I'm editing it and I'm looking at it like at night and I've got a stack of 33 pages, which is a lot, but then it's only 9 sheets of paper when you think about it, because you print double-sided 2 on a page. It's really kind of weird to get your brain around, you know?
I was trying to wrap my brain around it. Exactly.
I know. I didn't even believe it. I had to actually, that's why I had to do I had to write it all out, like back cover, front, to actually believe it. But it's true. But anyway, I'm going to sell a set of 3 booklets, right? That's the first edition. It's going to be in a box. I'm sourcing boxes. And then it's going to have a shirt. Yeah. And it's going to have, did you see those dagger dice?
The dagger dice, right?
You see those things?
Yeah, those are sick, dude. Those
fucking
are
badass,
sick.
Man. And it's going to have a red casino tier shirt, old school, with that design. It's going to, and that's the only place where you can get it. It's going to be a box set.
It should be.
It's going to be.
It should be a collector's item type deal.
It's going to be. It's going to be sick. And then I'm going to work on a next 3 editions with Bo, Ed, and yeah, it's cool. And then I'm working on. I've already started a whole. Like, it's my theory, dice theory. Really, it is.
So what's in your brain?
Yeah, it's how I approach the game. So it's not a rehash of like, when Dice Coach was like, why do we need another craps book? Yeah, and he's right, because everything is in that. What we talked about, like that,
the sharpshooter's book, right?
Yeah, the sharpshooter's book. I mean, it kind of covers it all. I'm not going to what did we say? I'm not. I am reinventing the wheel.
It's in the wheel.
Yeah.
No, but it's different. You're putting 22s on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Give us a price pre-order. I don't know. That's an interesting question. Don't sleep on Station Casinos, a Palace Station just off the station. They have the most consistent and firm tables in town. That's Fred, the Uber driver. I like that handle, and I like your icon, man. The "Don't Tread on Me" was an awesome logo. I've never played at Palace Station. Every time I was there was just a nightmare of too crowded. I actually did. I did. And it was really crowded, and I didn't even get to shoot, but I have actually played there on a table one time. But I believe you, man. Maybe it's worth checking out. G-Dub, give a price on the on that pre-order. I don't know, man. I'm trying to think of a good price. You've got still Lip King. Now, you're total neutral participant in this. You've got dice where I'm only making 250 pairs of these. I think that's it. I'm only going to make 250 of those shirts. It's going to be a finite quantity. You can only get them in this set. Plus, you've got a 3-set volume booklet. What should that cost?
See, that's the other thing. You like your time into it.
Oh, dude, forget about the actual time. If we did the time thing, the whole thing wouldn't happen.
You got to what are your you got to break down what your cogs are. Are we bringing EBITDA in this? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know, something. It'll be. I mean,
I'm sure.
I'll piece it together.
Here's the thing. Just fucking buy it. I'm going to tell everybody. Just buy it. It's going to be.
I'll know anyone bought it because it's got fuzzies 99.99. I'll know because everyone. I'll see that red shirt.
Yeah,
it's cool. It's a cool red shirt, dude. Yeah, I'm stoked about that.
No, all your stuff, like
course,
the dice, your dice, the dice is fantastic that you guys have. It's
the dice are fucking epic, man. You just can't get those now. They don't you just can't go, hey, I want to get these dice. It takes a minute. And anyone that's into dice control or dice influence should be practicing with these. It's ridiculous to not, I mean, I can never pick up any of the old dice that I had before the casino grade. There's no fucking way.
On my throwing station, because it's green, and like on my other said, I'm trying to separate them, and sometimes I'll grab yours, and then with dice coach, I'm like, fucking dice coach, why'd you have to go down with like a smaller die? You know what I mean? And I gotta
dice coach's die are the smaller size. They're a little lighter, so it's interesting. God, who was telling me this, man? Someone was telling me, was it you, that the lighter colors weigh slightly less?
No, I did not know that.
Someone was telling me this, that the darker pigment dice actually technically way more, which I found fascinating.
See, I like the weight on it.
Not worried about price, just want more order to make ensure person. Dude, it's there. G-Dub, there's always everything set aside for these guys. I should set up a pre-order. G-Dub?
No, I don't think so.
He's cool.
No, but I'm in right now. I'm making my claim right now that I'm pre-ordering. I'm in. Well, it don't matter the price. I'm taking it.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Nice, Lip King. All right, dude. Yeah. Let's do the 3MG. You're subbing in for Ed. You've become the official sub co-host. Here we go.
I am the sixth man. Right. Let's go.
You want to just pick a number, dude. Or I could here. I'm gonna roll these dice, and then you give me a number to multiply them with. All right.
Okay. Yep. Go.
All right. 9.
8.
Okay. 72. Is that right?
72. Yeah.
That's right. Just checking. 72. Oh my God. Hell yeah. Dude, this guy is a guy I work with. No, you don't know him, but he's great, man. He's a Gemini. He is funny. I talk to him all the time.
He's like us. He's a Gemini like us.
His handle is Cosmo. Congratulations, Cosmo. I can't wait to call
there you go.
And let him know.
Fellow
man.
Gemini. I like it.
Yeah, he is eligible. He signed up 4/13/2025. Fucking Cosmo. Good job.
Cosmo, congrats.
Yeah. And you know what? He's originally an East Coast guy. So perfect.
Where's he from? We're on the East Coast.
He's a fucking dude. All I know is that he likes the Eagles.
Who fucking what? I don't. Yeah.
So like a Philly guy, but he's from Jersey. One of those guys. Jersey guys that like the Eagles. That's a thing. That live right outside there. Yeah.
Yeah.
But congratulations, Cosmo, man. Good job. That's awesome. That is awesome. Rob, man, he fucking wins it. Good job. Yeah, that's cool.
Make sure you send it out. Wipe your ass with that shirt before you send it to him. Give it a nice credit card swipe.
Oh my god, Lip King. No, it'll be
just for being an Eagles fan.
Oh man,
fucking Philly
dude,
special.
Fucking man.
Fuck them.
Todd, Gemini here as well. He's a
Yeah,
June Gemini,
June
just like
fool,
Rob.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Pearl's girl, she's splitting, going to Biloxi. Dude, there are a lot of people.
Oh, awesome. Hey, awesome. Congrats.
Yeah. I can't wait to hear about that, about Biloxi. I mean, listen, man, I like Biloxi. I had no problems with it whatsoever. It was chill. It was just like, is easy going, man. You know what I mean?
If I could feel it like being like more slow paced as opposed to Vegas.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, yeah.
But still, you know what I mean? I mean, that is the craps capital of the South, I guess. I mean, over
No,
Louisiana, wouldn't it be?
I'm
Or
playing.
or
Yeah,
would Tampa?
next year I'm gonna go because like if I didn't have it planned for Hard Rock and Punta Cana, I would have definitely went down to Biloxi. There's no doubt about it.
Grasshopper says, Lipking, who's worse, Steelers or Eagles fans? I say Eagles fans.
Eagles, without a doubt.
Number one. Then and John might be listening, and Dice Degen, they're number one. They're like I go out of division. It would be Packers for me, but I go out of division. That's how bad Eagles fans are.
Nobody likes Eagles fans. Eagles fans don't even like Eagles fans.
I don't know, man. But I was watching the Flyers. They got eliminated from the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
That logo is amazing. The Philadelphia Flyers hockey logo. Take a look at that when you have a chance.
It's iconic.
You're right. It is iconic, man. So you're going to Punta Cana, man? Oh, and dude, tell us a little about cruising and why you like it, because Ed fucking hated it, obviously.
Well, first of all, Ed fucking did it wrong. You don't do a comp cruise. Like I do a cruise like every year. And I told you, like we're similar. Like I go big. I get it. Like, I always do the star class, get a butler, the whole nine.
Dude, so you get a butler.
Yeah, you don't do shit.
Jeeves.
They set up everything.
Yes, Jeeves.
You get set up soup to nuts all the way down. They set up your dinners everywhere. They walk you down. You sit in the front row at all the shows.
Have you been so is this a Royal Caribbean cruise?
Oh yeah, Royal Caribbean. I've been on Icon.
No. Did you go on that Utopia of the Sea?
Yeah, I went in Utopia. It's a great ship. And
man,
here's the thing. Yeah. He bitched about the elevator system. That elevator system is fantastic. The old elevator system, you go on the older ships where you're sitting there waiting and waiting, but you hit a button, it'll tell you go to G, you go right to G, boom, you're gone. So there's not everybody like congregating and pooling for two freaking elevators. They have like 6 around. So you hit the button and you just go over there. If you're going to like 17 or you're going to 4, you're going to that, you're going to B, you're going to C. So it kind of, I think logistically, I think it works fantastic. If he needs to go on another ship, and then he'll learn to appreciate the new system that they have. Yeah,
right. And need something to compare it to. That's why I'm interested to talking to Oz, because he's going back out, because he goes out on a lot of these cruises.
He's nonstop, yeah. And I when he didn't get,
and you met Yank and
Oz on it. Yep.
Yeah.
On the ship. And like I said, we did well at the tables. Considering it is chaotic though. It can be, because they want your money. They want people to come up and bet. They don't give a shit. They'll find an inch and they'll say hop in, buy in. But I do love it. I really do. It's Craps Cruise. That's what we're going to set up a CT Craps Cruise.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't like water. Like I like walking on the beach.
Yeah, you stop at many islands. Like I never thought I'd love Honduras. Honduras is beautiful.
Really?
Yeah, it was amazing. Certain places you get to see, you'll love that. You may want to go back later on a vacation. There's some, going to the
Wisco was saying the food was good on the cruise.
Oh yeah, you eat at Chops. He didn't eat it at Chops. The filet at Chops is phenomenal. Giovanni's great.
Hey, Giovanni's.
Giovanni's.
You get a cappuccino at Giovanni's?
Scusi. The hibachi's great. Everything's great.
Fucking Fuzzy goes on knows. three Royal Cruises a year.
Fuzzy knows. He knows the deal. He knows what I'm talking about too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
here we
wear a
go.
life jacket.
Wear a life jacket.
Yeah.
It's not, you know, what cruise have you heard sunk?
Dude, what's
None.
up with those guys that let him off the cruise with the what's the hantavirus?
That's fucking bullshit. That's the cover up for the Disney pedophilia shit that they got
Oh
going on there.
man,
That's what,
listen,
yeah, that's
we
what that
can't
is.
go there. All
No,
right,
I know. I'm just telling
craps
you
cover
before
up.
you, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just
all
telling
right.
you. That's a cover story. That's a whole nother thing.
Oh man.
But yeah, cruising and craps. Like Ed went in there with a negative mindset. He never wanted to go for the, you know, in the beginning. Oz is his boy, and I get it. And he went.
Well,
But
I'm going to hear about. I've got an hour and a half of talking to Ed, which I've totally forgotten about. I'm going to start editing that for next Tuesday, and getting to the real nitty gritty as far as a craps play goes. And
yeah,
then look at odds fellow. I got back into craps because of a cruise. Nice,
awesome.
nice.
I'm
That is
telling you,
that's a lot.
their
No wonder why
tables look
those guys
phenomenal.
have those channels.
You know what I saw though, which kind of got me. I don't know who was in our chat. They were on the cruise with Bluff and them, but I saw in the video
Who was that?
they did. I forgot who it was, but they didn't call him for.
Oh, was it
They didn't.
Bridge? It was Bridge.
They
Bridge
didn't
is a
call
cool
him
dude.
for no roll, not hitting the back, and they paid out the bet, and I was shocked. I was like, "What fucking cruise line is this?" Because the Royal Caribbean, um, it's star class, Oddfellow. You get if you do it, there's limited rooms in the star class. I'm telling you, it's pricey, but it is well worth it. Everything's included. You pay nothing. Once you pay that,
You
it's
pay nothing.
zero. There's no extras. Nothing. You get every package. You have a special bracelet. And when they see you, they see that bracelet. They already know. They don't ask shit. They don't ask your room. They don't have nothing. Exactly. Must that on Royal Caribbean? They are freaking so strict with hitting the back wall. But I saw like on the Bluff video, they didn't, and they were paying out. They didn't say back wall, and I
What
was
cruise? I don't
shocked.
know. What cruise was
I don't
that?
know. I don't know.
Man, I'm
That I
getting
don't.
tired of fucking. I turn on my YouTube and I'm getting tired of like. There's some other guy, fucking, doing a craps video. I see all these fucking guys downstairs. All of them. It's like a fucking
They
the
allow
Keystone
Minaria?
Cops, man. Dude, that's where the fucking guy that fucking sponsors all this shit is. I see all these guys. It's like the Keystone Cops, they all get in a fucking car and go do this,
Yeah,
you
go
know?
do it.
And
Yeah.
I'm
Well, it
just
must
like,
be
oh man, it's
profitable
fucking
for them.
profitable as fuck, of course.
Yeah.
But
The-
that's all, that's what it is. And it's funny to me. I think you can really understand where you are in the game when you think you could learn from that, or you think that watching that the variable of bankroll is going to teach you anything, because for some reason I've been getting some like big bankroll other people that I've never heard of. Yeah, we're going to, bet this, and he's probably got, I mean, he's got tens of thousands in his rack, and some other guy doing it. And I'm like, I can't learn anything from this. I think a lot of people think they can learn something from that,
No,
but they can't.
if you're a real craps player, like like you, me, and everybody else that's in our forum, it's just pure entertainment. It's fun. It's more, I would say more parody than anything.
Oh, this is a good. They said they must have done that because they knew they were being videotaped to get people to come on board. That's a. I would buy into that one.
I'd be fucking bullshit if they called me on
Fuzzy,
that.
they will go back and review the tape if it's close and the table
It was
throws a
zero.
fit about their call.
It was not even close. It died halfway through. Wasn't even remotely close.
Those guys have too much money and no skill. BRB, just chime in from Paris over there.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm surprised like Heavy even wasted an ounce of energy to give him advice, because they're not going to take it. I saw.
Oh yeah. I saw that thing. It's
not,
like anyone that gives any of those guys advice is like, you just don't understand this. They're not about like, this has nothing to do with like, it's I can't wrap my head around it, to be honest with you. I'm just like, my brain is thinking on levels so like I'm in another world when I'm thinking about the game versus, I mean, like, listen, I think I said this, I don't know, but I'm going to say it again. The craps players on YouTube, the influencers that are out there, it would be the same thing for me if I only know like one rule on blackjack. If I went and decided I'm going to go film myself playing blackjack all the time with my bankroll of 10 G's every session and bet big, and I only know one thing, right? Like 2 rules. That's the same thing. Like if you were a blackjack player, you'd look at me and go, what a fucking dope. Like, right. But that's what how I look at the craps players that are doing that. But a lot of normal people might look at me playing blackjack with 10,000, not knowing what I'm doing, as like, oh my God, this guy knows what, this guy's playing with 10,000. He knows what he's doing.
Well, it's a disservice to people going out there, you know, that are gonna spend money. It's like, you know, what's his name? Like Vegas Matt and John. What's it? He's starting to throw dice now. What's his
Sarasani? That's
Sarasani.
yeah.
You know, don't go out there and say, you know, this is the best bet and this is the, you know, the biggest edge is the, you know, max, you know, odds behind. If you know, and then you 7 out, you just lost freaking, you know, $500 in odds.
Yeah.
You know, it's just I don't like.
Check this out, Fuzzy. Talk to Alfredo about cruises and his thoughts on bluffs when he's on. Hell yeah, man. We're gonna have a fucking great combo.
Well, no one's saying Bluff's not a craps player. He's an entertainer. That's what it is.
It's sad that people end up like in sort of like somehow it's almost like lying by omission. People assume. I mean, listen, you could say Sarasani. I would never look at him and go, dude, you're a joke talking about fucking craps. Like you are straight up. Same with Pauly C. Pauly C is like, he reminds me of like, this is the only way to play craps. Bro, it was the only way to play craps in 1960 or whenever, along with all the old guys. And I know guys that are like in their 80s that have, and these are big whales, dude. These are fucking big whales. And they would be like, I remember one guy, it was like, I had lunch with him or dinner with him. And he was like, I'll tell you about craps. And this guy is a fucking legit whale. He was like, you only play comeback with odds. Like he's adamant, like blinders. You know what I mean? It was that mentality. There's one way to play. It's like the GTC. There's one way to play and that's it. I hate that fucking shit. I hate that shit so much.
I do too.
There's a billion ways to play this game. It's like, you know, finding out. And that's the great thing. That's why I'm telling you, you should laugh at me and laugh me off YouTube if I go make a blackjack video, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
And the sad part is the real craps players that would make a video that would be educational and informative. Well, you know, you need the financial backing. You need
that. That's the main thing, and that's
huge.
Because then you get
that's the only thing.
Because then you just get everything, because people are going to be lured in by just that. Because when I start going there and always buying in with 10,000, it's going to be interesting just in general. But you're going to see, like, I'm just going to make it a little different. It's not just going to be like, hey, watch me put, you know, 7,000 across. That's fucking, that doesn't excite me. That does not excite me. Right. You know what I mean? It excites me is like how you're going to actually like play it. Mad Hatter, Bluff and Company give craps a bad name. Jobless DJ, my channel is mostly slots, but I'm primarily a craps player. Bluff is assumed to be an expert by unknowable new players. So,
but here's the thing. Like I said to you before, the good thing about it is they're going to bring a youthful demographic into the game, right? So let's say, well, let's take a number. Let's say they get 100 people into the game. We're just going to throw that fucking nebulous number out there, 100. And let's say we get 2 or 3 that actually get into it and want to get better and branch off and see something that, you know, somebody from CT is doing, or, you know, or they get into the dice experience, or they call Bo, or, you know what I mean? That's a benefit to our community, I would say.
Yeah.
Because we're not getting younger. What is the average age? What's the median age of our group? Have you ever like looked into
Dude,
that?
our average age demo is like what? What do you think it is?
I'm trying to think.
All right.
I would have to what 55.
Oh man, I'd say 50, but
50,
55 is
yeah.
good. You might be right. Over under 50. By the way, shout out Craftsmaster Journey, dude. If you ever come to Vegas, I can't wait to meet you. Just because, man, a Packer fan that plays craps, man. It's like it'll be funny. Plus, man, have you ever watched this channel? This guy, man, hats off to you, dude. That you go and shoot live every day for how long? I was talking to John about that. Like, that's fucking dedication. I mean, you got to respect that alone, dude.
I started watching some of his stuff after, reading the comments.
Yeah. The blue collar way, Joe. And then Craftsmaster Journey says late 50s to 60s. Yeah.
Yeah. It's about right.
Bluff lacks depth perception since his accident. I mean, regardless of depth perception or whatever, I just don't think it has nothing to do with craps. Really.
And no,
this could be anyone else. This could be
thing.
anyone.
When you're getting paid that kind of money, you don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's true. That's the other thing.
You don't.
And then Joe is a fucking machine on his show. Yeah, man. Fucking hop in. What city are you in? Are you in Appleton? I forget. Appleton, Wisconsin, man. What a city. 55 is my pick for average age. And then I have Lip King. I think this is, I think this is the jacket.
June 4th, I'm out there. June 4th through the 8th, and then I'm out in October for the experience. What is that, the 4th or whatever? 3rd or 4th or what, October.
Yeah, but this June, there's a bunch of people that are going to be out here. I know the jacket is. You should meet him. He's got a absolutely he's got a beautiful toss. You would appreciate that. Yeah, that is the jacket, even though he's from Missouri. He's got a really nice
jacket. We'll link up if you're out there. Yeah. Anybody out there, we'll definitely all link up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be cool, man. That'll be a good weekend. There's a bunch of people for some reason coming into town. Yeah. Yep. He's in the shadow of Lambeau Field-ish. So Lip King, man, I mean, what else do you have to say for yourself, man? You outlasted the Hawaiians, man. I wonder what Ciao was up to, though. He's up to no good.
I told you he's smacking a bitch up right now, dude. Right now, I heard him zip on the shoes. He's going out there. He's got you remember the Chappelle show with Wayne Brady. Remember with Wayne Brady? He's like, it's Wayne Brady, bitch.
He pulls up as a gang. Yeah,
yeah. He's like, where's my money?
Oh my God.
That's Ciao.
Oh, dude, he says he's preparing food. Oh,
yeah, nice try. Yeah, good one.
Sure,
yeah. It's Scoozy Ciao. Yeah, right.
Yeah. So, all right, man. Well, I think.
Yeah.
What do you say, dude? I'm gonna
thank you, Hondo.
Yeah, Lip King coming out of the bullpen with the technical issues, and I thought maybe possibly John was going to show up. Because he had mentioned it, but he didn't. So I'm glad that you're able to come in. Right. I work well with another person here. Allowed me to take a bathroom break too.
Yeah, there you go. I had to hold it up for you. No, it's good. Anytime we could, talk crafts, I'm
Lip King is the best. Good looking too.
Yeah. I need to get a fedora like you.
Wow.
In his magic coin that he
gave me a fox. He gave me a Foxwoods hat.
Did he? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's king. He's got some swag and some cachet over there. They love him.
Fuzzy, another funny start to the show, but nice recovery. And man, they seem like they always go that way. Just absolutely like, okay, this is gonna go great. It's all tested, gonna be great, and then it's a fucking wheels come off immediately. Right? I'm used to it now. Right?
We pick it up. And go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thanks, Lip King, for bailing out. Dude.
No, I didn't. No,
Lip King gets the save.
it was great having you on, man, and talking to you and hearing
It's a
about your
trucker
journey.
model. That's funny. No, that's all right. I could just,
The
yeah, I
comments
don't
are the
need,
best. You know, I'm here for
yeah.
the comments too. I
So,
love it.
yeah, it's good,
That's
man.
great.
So, man, tons of people. I knew that the crowd was going to be, but lower just because of the fucking Brownwater Bash, dude. That's going to
Yeah.
be interesting. I would like to, I wish I could just like go in there, like transport there and check things out. And
Is out right and get a bird. Yeah, no, I agree. But I think hopefully you can get some people on that went and get their perspective and their point of view,
yeah,
and chime in because that would be beneficial for I think the community to hear that haven't been to the the Brownwater Bash because like I
yeah.
said I'd like to definitely go check out Biloxi and just be with a bunch of shooters and hang out, have a good time and roll.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I mean, some people might say it's I'm sure you're going to be able to find a table with some guys or some girls that are shooting. You don't have to be on the private table. In fact, I feel like most private tables,
No, I
well,
would say no.
their private table does well though. That's the only private table that really does well. But I think if you can find, who knows when that good roll is going to happen.
Yeah, but you know
right?
what? Fuck that. Make your own luck. You don't need that private table. You know what? I'll grab a few of my. I'll roll with JJ and J Bird, G Man and BRB, and you know what? We'll make a fucking ton of money.
No, that's a lot of letters right there. You
Yeah.
just mentioned a lot of letters, man.
Yeah, I'll throw out acronyms and nicknames. I don't care. You know what? I'll grab a few of the dudes I
J-Bird,
roll with.
G-Ray,
Yeah,
BRB,
yeah, no, JJ,
G-Dub,
yeah, grab them
JJ.
all. And you know what? Huggy Bear too. We'll grab them all and we'll make our own table and we'll make our own fucking money. That's all I need.
Yeah.
I need, a few shooters and a
Yep.
table.
Yeah.
That's it.
Man,
And
that's
then
funny.
10 comes out of the corner and throws in a fucking banana chip.
Man,
You
that
know?
would be amazing. Yep.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time you did it over
No,
my shoulder.
No, but man, I've been practicing. So since I've been, in jail, I've been practicing. I've just been buying in at my table with like 5,000 and
I was going to ask you,
fake
what do
chips.
you start like now that you're in your little hiatus in practice, you're in your practice zone.
I've made
what are you doing for your bets? Like what are you
my
starting
bets.
off? Yeah.
Oh, well, I start off with a
The 300?
10-ton rhomboid black chip level, which is
Mhm.
book number 2, but that's a $300. My setup for that is a $300 ATS, $300 pass line. Again, people are going to hate this. Okay.
No, I don't care. Like, I want to hear it. I
$300
wanna hear
pass
it.
line, $75 three-way red, $75 C. That's important. A $75 C, not a
Right.
three-way
I
C,
get it.
but a
I
C.
get it.
And what I'm going for, and this is amazing because this is just like the old school come out games, just at a very high level. Whereas I want back to back, like for example, I throw back to back sevens and how I play, it's $1,300, right? So my three-way red, let's say on that setup,
How much is on the three-way red?
$75.
Okay.
My
Okay.
first
Quarters
toss.
each. Got it.
So my first toss, I net profit after you do the calculations, which are simple.
Right.
People should know you calculate center action first. That's a proper way to do it. And then you can figure out, that's how dealers should do it. And then most people do it all at once, but that's how you do it. Anyway, my second roll, I don't take anything on my second roll. I press up with that money. So now I'm at a 300 three-way red. And then I fucking go for that other 7.
So you kind of like you parlay it pretty much.
Always. I mean,
okay.
There's a lot of my stuff I don't need massive rolls to make money. So on an 8 roller, you can make a lot. Like for example, 2 7s, right? The other night I ended up making, dude, I'm just keeping track. I'm up 45,000. I've just coming up to my table and playing with how I play. And that's how I'm going to play when you're here. But I've committed to that. Like,
wait,
okay,
go back. All right. So you're at the quarter level on the 7s. Okay. You got the 100 ATS, 300, and then you got You got the C covering. Okay, now
That
all right.
five, that C pays 525.
Wait,
That
ready?
C.
You
Yeah.
roll. You ready? You roll an ace
Yeah.
deuce. What do you do? What happens next?
Okay, well, with that ace deuce, so it's ideally you don't want that. Well, ideally you want that back
I
to
know.
back 7, right?
I'm
So-
throwing you out there. You have the ace
So,
deuce. What are you
well,
doing?
with that ace deuce, you'll then end up taking that ace deuce and you're going to move it into your center action resets. So you forget
Yep.
about your center action. Your center action is now going to go back down. You didn't hit that $300 three-way red. That's fine, right?
But you have the 3 for the ATS.
You mark the 3. That's always the thing. You mark the 3, but after it's all said and done, you're still actually up that because that C covered your pass line bet. You're back up on your 3-way red, and now you're going for a bigger hit, which is going to be 150 on a 3-way C. So you actually move into a 3-way C, right?
Okay.
So that's the thing. That's an interesting thing. And now I know this is a lot to follow, but once you know it, you know it. But that's how my come out game works.
No, I
but
get
now, But now, okay, I've got 50s on a 3-way C, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
Okay, ready? Next.
Now
next,
I throw
next
it back to back. Give me.
I'll say
tell me
next one. Next roll.
Aces.
Another ace
Give me-
deuce.
I'd rather throw ace. Give me.
I
Let's
know.
say aces. Okay, but if you do
aces.
throw aces, it's $1,400 right there.
Okay.
Midnight, $1,400, and I've done that there. So you throw an ace deuce midnight. Otherwise, it's going to be $650 that you're gonna make if you throw back to back ace deuces, which is still. Then you can decide
Good
what
money,
you're going to do
right.
on that third roll. But either way, you want ideally you want ace deuce and then followed by aces or midnight. You're going to get $1,400.
So the number you don't want pretty much is a fucking yo.
No, dude, not necessarily right there. But if you go
Right.
back to back yos with how I play, a yo on my come out, I'm gonna reset everything. I'm gonna have $150 profit. I'm putting that all on the yo. I hit the yo again. That's $2,250. Back to back yos and back to back hits and how I play.
So the first one you
strong.
don't want, right? The first roll you want out of the gate, you don't want a yo.
Oh, if I get the first one a yo, I'm still taking whatever profit I've made,
Right.
which is actually technically going to be reset everything. I'm going to have $150. I'm putting it right back on. I'm going for 150 yo, and then I'm shooting right then. Then I'm shooting for $2,250.
Big money. I would say you're shooting big money.
I'm shooting
right
for
there.
big money after on every second roll, like a back-to-back sevens, $1,300. At craps,
so you want
followed by
want a
ace
horn.
1,400.
That's
yeah.
That
So I'm
second roll,
shooting for-
you want a horn or a 7.
That's why this is very much like the old school grindy game, like a come out game using a world ace deuce, but I'm not using a world or an ace deuce. The ace deuce, by the way, the ace deuce, which is what I call the problem child
It is
of any opening.
You have to leverage up on it
because you have to, and that's why they're using a world and an ace deuce. In my system, the happy medium here is just a C, because yes, you will make less on a aces or midnight, but it doesn't matter. The main thing that this ace deuce does, you don't have to come out of pocket. You still cover everything and you have a little more to press up. So you get the best of both worlds, because in how I play, that second repeating number is fucking absolute a killer. It's a killer. And so for me, when I'm playing, I don't need a lot of rolls. If I just start hitting back to back, how many times have you thrown back to back sevens? I've thrown it all the time.
Yeah.
For me,
my come out set, that's what I
$1,300.
want. My come out set, I want sevens or horns. That's what I'm throwing for.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait to even try that with you. Depends on where I am, but that's how I'll play on myself. And then all of a sudden, and then every other hit repeater that's on, let's say my points established.
Okay, let's say you get your points of 5.
I'm going to, depending on the set, you can just guarantee I'm going to bet 150 on the 6, 160, 150 on the 8, and 100 on the 9, right? So that's going to be 400. Maybe I will bet, if I know that a number is going to roll like a 10, depending on the set, or a 4, I'll pick that. And my investment is going to be $500 on there. Remember, I'm playing big. I play at a big level.
What are you putting
max
for odds behind?
1,200.
Any hard ways?
1,200. No,
Any
no
hard
hard
ways?
ways.
No?
No
Okay,
hard
I'm
ways.
just, I'm
No hard
just
ways. There's
asking.
no reason to bet any hard ways at this point because I haven't seen any, right? And at this level, I'm not, in some ways, I'm just not gonna, like, I will leave a
You don't want to
four.
bleed out. You don't want to bleed out your profit.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a lot out there, dude. I've got a couple
Right.
grand out there, especially when
Yeah.
I go full odds. But think about this. So I have a tendency to buckshot points or hit my point. At least
That's
one
the
point.
best.
That's
That
going to
is
be
the
20.
best.
So I do that. That's $2,100, right? Let's say I hit a 6 and then I hit an 8. Those things get pressed up to 300. I hit a 6 and I'm taking 500. I hit another 8. That's 500. So I'm always 10 ton to it takedowning everything for 500. So you can look out. I can look out at my layout and go, fuck, a point. I hit my point. That's $2,100. I hit that 6. It's going to be 500. That 10 might be 800 if I hit it after I've pressed it up to 300. And then all of a sudden, maybe I need one for maybe I actually need, like, I can lay something on the small or tall. I'm going to guarantee myself a grand worst case scenario on that. Maybe sometimes if I can't lay a number and let's say I need an ace deuce, right? Then I'm shooting for $3,000. So it's like rolls and how I play, which is what I call, it's a volatility sort of school of thought or theory, is that I think of volatility not necessarily as the normal way. I think of it as the roll progresses. So when I say volatility, I mean early on in the roll, it's very low volatility. I'm talking about what happens during a roll. Mid roll, it goes up. There's a point. Right. There's a point in your roll. Let's say when you need a number to hit a side or all, let's say to hit a side, that number, that this table is now incredibly volatile right there because a 7 loses it, but another number guarantees a bigger win. And so when you start thinking about the game like that, it's a very different thing. You can almost overlay like options trading or finances because how the ATS is integrated in this. When you start thinking about the ATS is an asymmetrical bet, meaning that it's not going to always hit, but when it does hit, it's going to be big. It's not like this. It can asymmetrical. Do you know what I mean? When it does hit, it's not just going to guarantee to hit all the time, but when it does hit, it can be explosive, right?
Absolutely.
But I'm not just playing for the ATS. That's where people get this wrong. And no, I'm playing
you obviously not because the way you're betting, it's your box number.
It's a quasi place bet for me. And the thing is, its value increases during the roll. So I can look out at a table and be at like 10 rolls and go,
so I hit my point, $2,000.
Is your mindset, I hit 3.
Yeah. Is your mindset on it like you want to kind of shoot for the lay?
No. I mean, I know the lay is very attainable.
Because it's a guaranteed win. It's a W.
I'm always taking a lay at that level at $100.
Yeah.
It's a given.
Absolutely.
It's a given. It comes out no matter what. And then again, it's why you should know your lay amounts. And this will surprise people. Okay. So my 6, I'm going to lay it for probably 1,200.
1,200. Yeah. 1,500, whatever. Yeah.
A 1,500 on the 5 and 9. I'm going to guarantee myself 1,000 right there as a consolation prize. The other thing is, so the 4 and 10, I might even lay it depending on where I am. I might lay it anywhere between 2,000 and 1,500. I know that people might not agree with that 2,000, but I don't care. I'm going to get 1,000 either way. Right? I'm cutting it right in the middle. I'll get 1,000.
And then you play what? Like that's cool. $100 hard 4, hard 10 with it?
Yeah, I always play a hard way if it's an even number that I'm going to, of course, with that, I'm going to have to.
Yeah.
And then that can more than make up for it. But again, I'm not just figuring out like, what do I do? I know exactly what I'm going to do. And that's where I just am focusing on shooting and focusing on, I already know kind of where I'm going, but I'm looking at short-term taking money off the table. So it's just a slightly different way of playing. A lot of people will not agree with it, but I guarantee you, like I said, I have I can make a lot of money in a short amount of time.
I was gonna say because that's the way you're gonna make money. It's the only way, you know, quickly, I would say, at a rapid speed as the long game,
But
you know.
but Lip King, I was playing this, and then all of a sudden, I made my side, right? And this is again, it's at practice here, but I made my
Mhm.
side because I was actually, oh, dude, I was using a set in a chat that someone came up with that was Howard's set,
Right.
right?
I told you I had used it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, guess
I
what?
used a different one. Yeah.
That one has it's a 6/4, and I think because I use a 6/4 3/2 set, and so I'm
Mhm.
like, wow, that set's very familiar to the one that was in the chat. That was Weed. It was a
Yeah.
3-5-6-4, right? A 3-5-6-4. I use that, and then I hit them all. Well, guess what? I hit them all because I know I needed the ace deuce. I couldn't lay the end, but for
Mm.
me, that's a $21,000 hit. Even though I did lay the first side, I forget what it was, but let's just say whatever it was, a 4, and I made a grand. I couldn't lay the rest. That's $19,000, right?
You know,
So I mean,
there's nothing.
my roles become like, and that at that moment though, that's what I mean about it was an extremely volatile position when I needed that one number because a 7 ruins it, obviously, but it's even better when you can lay it because you're guaranteed that lay almost reduces the volatility of that.
And
And that's
that's
why you throw out
remember,
a lay. Yeah.
and we remember we spoke about like having a big bankroll because so that you have that money to lay if you're playing at,
Listen,
you
you
gotta
need
have.
that's one of the things where a lot of people say, why do you need that big bankroll? Okay, I'll tell you why.
Because
And
I need
because
2,000 to lay.
and Toranaga saw it because in front of Toranaga, when we were at, and I'm like, dude, I've been playing this at home. I want to play the repeater bets for 100 because those numbers now become incredibly meaningful in a way of like, fuck, that's a
Yeah,
lot of money.
huge
Because instead
number.
of playing
Yeah.
for 800 with tens, you're playing for 8,000. So now you're like, so what happened was, and I've told this story, but that's a perfect example because I had the marker there. When I hit my 4th number on the 5,
Yep.
I knew that's going to pay fucking 8 grand. So immediately I laid it for 3 grand
Right.
immediate, but I didn't have the money in my rack. I'm like, I'm going to lay that marker, lay it for 3 grand. And they just did it. Right. With
Right.
just a verbal thing. And then I hit a 4th 9, right? Lay that for 3,000. I didn't have it in my rack, but that's why you play with, that's why you have more money in your rack
Right.
specifically. And there's been so many people that have been like, why do you have to buy in for that big? That exact reason is why because I'm going to use it at some point specifically for that purpose.
Because
right?
that will limit your win. Because let's say you
So
only
then,
have $500.
yeah, exactly. Or, I mean, in that case, they knew me. It wasn't sitting there, but they're like, yeah, he's good for it. He's good for it. And then all of a sudden, dude, in my head, guess what? No matter what, okay, no matter what with that, I've made 2,000 and 2,000 with a $3,000 lay. Yeah, I 7 out, I made 4 grand, right?
Yep.
I hit it, which I did. I hit the 5. Well, guess what? That's 5,000 because 8,000 minus 3,000, 5,000. And then I hit the 9.
Right.
Then I hit the 9. Fucking boom, boom, right? And Toranaga saw that. Toranaga saw it, but that's me working on it and going, you know what? Let me just find the fucking balls to fucking play this and do it. And there's one table at Caesars, which I really like, which is a good table. I played it with Birdman before, and that's the one. But G-Dub said, walk you through the 10-ton 2-hit takedown. This is how it goes. And Bo said this when he did take the time to understand this. Remember, G-Dub, I'm playing these at black chips, right? And the whole theory about this was, how do I fucking take money in, right? You got to take money in chunks. I remember showing this to John too, right? So I start at black chip, whatever it is, and I don't go across. Let's just say we're inside and the point is 10. It's going to be 500 right there. 100 on the 5, 100 on the 9, 150 on the 6, 150 on the 8. Okay, first hit, 5. I dropped 10. Now I'm at 250. Okay, because $100 pays 140.
Pays 140.
Drop 10. Immediately you drop 10. When the dealers see that, they are you dropping $10. They already know who they're dealing with. That simple of giving them that because you're prepared. And that just, says everything. It says everything to the floor too. Okay, this guy knows, he's not only he's playing black chips, he knows exactly what he's doing. He's telling our dealers what to do. Now it's at 250. A lot of dealers, which I call NPCs. I think they're the NPCs of our game. And I'm not being not being disparaging on purpose. I think they're trained a certain way. And when I was working this out for years, every dealer, I remember this guy at Cosmo, this dealer was like, why are you doing this? Right. And I'm like thinking, because you need to take money down, and that's the fastest way. So instead of hoping for a third roll, on that second roll, the 5 is at 250 now, right? My first roll, drop 10, I'm at 250. Well, guess what? How I view this is that if this hits again, which it will,
350.
That second hit, I don't look at it as 350. I look at it as 600. That's mine. There's 600. Yeah. There's a $250 bet. And I look at it. I don't look at it as like just what the bet pays. I look at it as like, okay, cool. I'm going to take down 550, maybe 500, at least 500. 2 hits, I've taken down $550. It's fucking awesome. Right. So on a short roll, let's say you hit your 6 twice. Either way, that's the same thing. 150 pays 175. You take a quarter, you're at 300. 300 again. That's the thing. When you get these things all set up, 250 on the 5, 300 on the 6, pays the same thing.
I'm paying the same thing, right?
Pays 350. You're looking at 650 again. So I can either take down 500 again on the second hit, taking down 500 and you're back at 150. You can take down more. You can go down to 90. You can take down, at 560, and then you'll still get a black chip on the next one. If you want to, or you can just keep it at 150. But
keep
that's
it at the 150, yeah.
But that's the 10-ton to a takedown. It's a full press. Sometimes it's a power press on the 5 and 9. It's technically a $10 power press, and then it's at least a full regression down to your base or below. Perfect example: 4 and 10. If I'm going to run it at 100, I go all the way up to 300 on my first hit. My second hit, you're looking at $900. You're looking at $900. It's yours. After 2 hits, you can easily take it all off the table, which a lot of people don't want to do. Or you can go down to $50 and take 850, or go back down to 100 and take 800. And that's how I think about the game. Listen, you get on the long rolls, great, but there's not a lot of long rolls. I'm not usually around them, but if I can get into the teens, fuck man, I can make a lot of money. I can make a lot of money. Let's say if I can buckshot 2 points, we're golden.
Huge.
Or I can just hit it. If I could just
hit
a
bankroll builder right there. When you buckshot 2 numbers.
And with me, I'm knowing from, and here's something, I give credit to Bump John for this. It changed my game, because when you're playing at bigger levels, you can and I get nervous, like, oh man, full odds, right? Like, you don't want to do it, but he was like, look at all your results. You're always hitting a point. You're always hitting a point. You're good for a point. So it's like, why don't you go full odds? And I will give him credit for that. And I go full odds now. I don't care. You just got to find it. It is when you go full odds on stuff like that, it is nerve wracking. I remember talking to Ed about it. I mean, I was nervous for the first time I ever had like over 1,000 in odds. You're nervous because it's a lot, and you should be. But I was like, okay, I got to get used to this if I'm going to play this game at this level. Like, and you're going to make money like this, because you can if you can have the bankroll, you can make money on a short roll if you're aggressive. But I'm never going for if I could hit this 3 times. Great. It really is that the timing, you have to be out of the danger, right? You have to be out of danger, profitable, where you can let something roll for like, all right, cool, I'm going to take my 4 up, hopefully take my 4 all the way up to whatever,
So where you're vulnerable is hitting each number with the power press and then getting a 7.
Well, on our way to Stockton Tunica, nice camper. You're welcome. Thanks for entertaining us on the drive. Hold on, Fuzzy. I think you laid a repeater bet at Paris on my roll with you. Yeah, I do the same thing with the repeaters. The repeaters played at $10. It's like the playing the ATS for 100. That's fucking money right there, man. So many ways to make money where you can throw out these lays because you're going to make 400, 500, 650 on your 4 and 10s, 800 on the 5s and 900 on a $10 bet on the 6 and 8s. You got plenty of opportunities. I totally disagree with with people that aren't laying that stuff, but I don't know why they don't. Maybe it's because they're out here. They just want to get the big hit, like I was talking to Alan G. But man, I'm just looking at like, I want more ammo, and if I can grab more ammo and grab it in chunks, that's why Lip King. I don't like the collect, like the half anything. I just think that the rolls are precious. To get 2 on a number to me is like, it's doable. If you're gonna like just full fucking press it and get the most out of that. And then because I don't have the FOMO of, oh, what if? No, I want 2 hits. That's it. I'm only thinking in those terms. I'm not thinking about, you know. And here, Ciao said, I 10 ton to a takedown made me survive sessions. It is a surviving thing because you can hit. Okay. And by the way, you said what happens when I'm stacked across 250 on the 5, 250 on the 9, and 300. I have a thing called a wiper. And I look at that exposure and I'm like, let me take them all down. And then you can collect over $500 right there. You know?
See, that's good. I'm glad you have a plan for that because that's like, you know, but
I might leave that. Let's say I'm up. Let's say I'm up. But if you're up, everything changes. And that's what a lot of people don't talk about. They talk about how people aren't talking about how you have in your bankroll.
It is going to change because you could be more cavalier when you're up. You know, you could take the risk.
Yeah. So G-Dub says, I play at 156 and 8, 125, 5-9. First hit, drop quarter, pick up 410 for 100. Next hit, regress to 320 across with profit and rack and 320 up free. That's interesting. I'm going to try that, G-Dub. But the problem is that I run things vertically versus horizontally. It's rare for me to run and again, it's just how I do it. I don't regress across the board unless a certain situation is set up like I just said specifically for that. I understand a lot of systems are played that way.
No, G-Dub, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of
G-Dub's G-Dub gets his bets up there though. Like he fucking
I'm saying I don't like breaking down going across. I just think I'm not an across player. It's a rhythm thing.
Let me clarify this. I am an across player, but I get there. I don't start there. I will get there. And I'm only going to get there.
You'll earn it.
You know, when I'm really strong in the center. Sometimes if my point is an inside number, I feel like I saved money. You know what I mean? Because I'm only going to play the other 3 inside numbers and full odds. Full odds, as Odds Fellows says, is on the first roll after is ballsy. But you know what, man, that can start you out fast and get you, you know.
I think that's where you get the highest buck shots though.
Yeah.
Percentage wise, that for me anyways.
It's a shame, man, when you are betting big and are scared. And like I said, rightfully so, because I've been there and I'm not making money on my points. And I've got like $300 on it. And I think like, oh, there's $300 on it. Right. Cause that's a lot. Fuck that, man. If that's why I go full out, if I hit it fucking $2,100, I'm good, man. We are off and running. You know, got checked in at a table. Try the 10 ton to a takedown. It actually is really helpful to keep you in the game. But again, I'm not fantasizing about rolling a number fucking 6 times. I am, but not right then because I'm approaching the game in quarters. First quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. What's happening now is dictating how I'm going to play. And maybe I'm not going to. The 10 ton to a takedown is just a system that you employ, that you deploy as part of your whole strategic take on a session. So it's one little thing, just like something else. You should have a couple different things that are like the 10 ton to a takedown. You could have something else when you get to a certain level, but these are systems that are repeatable, that you can follow, that all make up your overall strategy. And most people are just playing a system as their strategy, which is the big mistake. So your systems that you are going to start with and end up with are completely different. I might be on, after a good roll, I might be pressing to the fucking moon and be playing a completely different way than the start of it. Hopefully you are, but you shouldn't just be playing the same way. And a lot of people that are playing the game, that are learning the game, listen, it takes a long time to get to a certain place, but they're just playing. I played for a decade the same way. And then you just got to figure it out on your own from experiment and trying it and watching. The biggest thing is watching other people put money in the rack. How'd they do that? And then once you do it and practice it at home, which I really encourage anyone shooting, is to actually take the chips, pay yourself, and make these bets. And when you see it, when you see that happen, because I remember when I worked out this system and I was using black chips on my, island in my kitchen, right? And I was like, okay, I rolled it. Okay, now my 5 threw down $10, and now I'm sitting at it, looking at a $250 5, right? And then it hit again. I'm like, holy shit, I got $600 here. I can take this whole fucking thing down. And then when you then take it to the casino and watch it, do it in real life, do it at home, then do it in real life. It's a miraculous. It's like an aha moment. You're like, holy shit, I can actually do this. But you can do this at so many lower levels. There's better levels to do it at. I know some people say, oh, I can do that, whatever. There's sweeter levels and other levels to do this at. Like the $30 is a great level to do this on 6 and 8. $30. Press it up to 60. You take $10. You get $10. Your next hit is going to pay $70. You're looking. So in my head, Lipking, I don't look at $70. I look at $130.
$130.
I drop it down.
There,
I just took a black chip. Maybe it's in all greens or whatever, but I just took $100. I'm back down to my original bet, and I've got $10 in my rack. On that amount, $30, and to have $110 in your rack, you're like, fuck, that's fucking sweet. You could have covered your inside numbers with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Intuits on that. But everyone is really against a regression that soon. I'm not thinking horizontally. I think vertically on numbers. Again, it's a different way to play, but I think it's a play that why I was so confident with that. I can make more money quicker than a lot of people with how I play, even on a small bankroll, because I am going for vertical presses,
repeaters
and regressions that are super regressions. And that's where Dr. No, I wish I could talk. I had fantastic conversations with this guy about what this was, because he was like, man, there's not really many things like that. You're power pressing and then super regressing. It's not how a lot of people think about the game.
Right.
So Ciao says, I do one count and put odds on the point because I buckshot lots too. Sorry, I have to drop off.
Ciao must have collected his money from his.
I know. I'll watch the rest later. Great. Globe, can you go over the wiper again? Yeah, I can. X-Man. Always good to have X-Man. He's such a cool guy. I bet 75% of fucking ferrets are fucking Eagles fans. Wow, that's a delayed fucking chat. Full pass line odds is my favorite bet. Yeah, it's awesome.
Hence the name Oddfellow.
Yeah. I'm on my way, camper. Yes. Love the 10 ton to a takedown. And then grasshopper. Important concept is your strategy is different when you are the shooter. That's true. Very different. It's incredibly different. I will not bet like this on this level on anyone else. I'll go drop down my ATS. I go down to a green chip, which is still, ultimately looking at a 5,250 payout on an ATS, but I'm playing hundreds, not 300s. It's a different setup. It's a different system. That was so much more safer. But, the wiper, how I do what I call that is when I get like 4 of my bets, or sometimes 3, for sure 4, if I've got them all at one hit and pressed up, I'll take them all back down. That's the one time I will regress across, because it's a lot of exposure. Again, but there's a caveat there. Where am I in my rack right now? Like this, can I get to even? Like, you know what I mean? Can I lower my my sort of risk exposure here? Am I already up? Then I might let it ride. But knowing that you can take, knowing that there are points, so many points, I need fucking 2 rolls. 2 hits on this fucking 9, I can take it down. 2 hits on the 8, take it down. 2 hits on 4. Maybe I've hit them all once. Guess what? Not confident on how things are going or whatever. Maybe I just wipe it. And then you're like, fuck, sweet. 5 hits. I just made like whatever, $500. Again, very different way, I think, to think. Not a lot of people think like this. I think Bo is now finally, you know, I don't know. Bo
He's
just
on
loves
board.
it.
No, he's on board.
Yeah.
He sounds like he's on board.
2 hits, then spread out to another number, concentrate for 3 or 4 box numbers. Start works great. Yeah. I mean, I'm still conservative by not going across, right? Like I just feel like I can get there. And a lot of times when you start examining your role as you go through it, dude, Lipking, I was looking at a set that Howard showed me for 4s and 10s, right? I'll always remember it. It's one of those sets. It's a 4-2-6-2, right? It's a 2V.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 4-2-6-2, right? 4-2-6-2. That's supposed to hit, you know, ideally hard 4s for me. But I know for some reason lately it's been hitting tons of 10s, 6 4s, right? For me. Primary hits I've been getting with that.
Yeah.
So now if my point is a 9, let's say, I'm going to bet 5, 6, 8, and I'm going to put money on that 10 because I've been hitting it. But that's just another thing of like, when I say pay attention, pay attention, pay attention, you just know what numbers you might be hitting with a set. And that's why I'll play, maybe go on an outside number. But I'm using a set that should be hitting out 4s or 10s. I don't think they just hit 4s and 10s equally. I never see it. It's usually one or the other. So it's finding, so, you know, a lot of this is finding sort of like, in some ways, like whack-a-mole, trying to figure out which, you know, you got to start somewhere. I start somewhere with a preconceived notion on what this role is going to do. And it's usually safe to say that's why you can't go wrong with just betting inside numbers with a point and then expanding outwards.
It's addition by subtraction, because, you know, what's not hitting, or you pull down and add on to the other numbers, basically.
Yeah. And then hopefully you get some happy accidents during your roll. And then all of a sudden, because a happy accident, clearing out aces and an ace deuce, all of a sudden now, if I clear out an aces or ace deuce, in my head, I'm like, fuck, I know two numbers, I make money.
2 numbers, you're making a leg.
2 numbers, I make money. I'm not really playing for the full thing. I'm just playing to get close. And then Reaper says, I'm done laying the ATS. Last 3 times I did, I ended up hitting the fucking last number and then drove home kicking myself in the greedy ass. I don't know. I think
you got it. You won. Like, how can you be mad at a W?
I don't think you can, especially unless it's at a $5 ATS.
I wouldn't do it.
No, but at $10, then at $10, you should know. Like, and that's what I encourage you. If you're going to play the ATS, know your fucking lays.
I wouldn't lay the 4 or 10.
Yeah, I would. You can
on a $10. I wouldn't.
Why not?
Personally, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I just wouldn't, because you got to lay out what? What are you gonna lay out? 200, 150 to 175?
Yeah, but let's say again, I think a lot of people aren't talking about the other factor, the missing factor in all of this, which no one mentions, is what is in my. Where are you? Are you up $500? And no. Are you down 500?
I still wouldn't.
Maybe
I still
then
for
maybe
$75.
You lay it.
I told you the juice isn't worth the squeeze. Oh, it's not.
I think it is. If you're fucking shooting, then it is worth the squeeze. Because how is it not worth it? You can lay that for 100.
I don't.
$150. I know I'm going to make 150. Great. I'll make 75. Cool. Because I'd maybe think about laying it for $200, which I know is radical, but either way, I make 100. When you're down fucking $500, and I'm guaranteeing 20% comeback no matter what. Great. If you hit it, awesome, because now you're on your way to possibly clearing off a bigger, mountain. This is only the first step. That side is the first step. Just fucking get it done.
But then you got to factor in the
on.
other stuff. You're going to have to take place bets down. and all that other stuff, because that 100 you may win, but it may negated by you got 30 on the 6, 30 on the 8. You know what I mean? You're reducing your W.
Yeah, but maybe you've hit the 8 twice and you've taken down $100.
You know, it's something to think about. Like on the $10, I wouldn't do it. That's just me personally. I wouldn't. Quarters, absolutely.
Sometimes you don't have a shot. You don't have a chance, or sometimes you just can't, which is kind of nice. The decision is taken away from you when you need a horn.
Wait, when
right?
you need a horn, right, 1000%, exactly.
Yeah.
But you know, if it's a 6, if it's a 5 or a 6, or you know, an 8 or a 9, I'll lay it. It's probably worth a little more on a 10.
Yeah, and
10.
then so G-Dub, not laying it with less than 25 on a side. Listen, man, I would agree with you, but I still think, like, again, for if you're playing with a lower bankroll, you got to lay those at $10. But when you're playing up with the $25 on a side, this is what's beautiful about $25 on a side. It's going to pay $750. Your lay should all be $300. Just immediately lay it for $300 across the board. If you make it, great, you're going to win $450. Totally worth it. Your consolation prize, if you don't, is going to be $250 on a 6 and 8, $200 on a 5 or 9, which is fine. I'll take $200 as a consolation, right. Or $150 on a 4 and 10. All of those are beyond satisfactory to me. And I'll still trading off a 450, which is chunky. Who knows? Like I said, you could be down $500 right there. Those are meaningful.
That brings you back, right?
Yeah. Again, if you're up? If you're up, then maybe your lay is. I mean, that's the thing. People don't talk about that. It's weird. I don't know why. What's happening in your rack down is so important into how you're betting. It should mean everything. Like, you almost have to, it should give you the green light to either press on the gas or be conservative. And that's when will throw, I'm more conservative when I'm down, because the only thing in my head is getting back to even. And then I can reevaluate everything. I want to get back to even. And remember, we're always starting out in the fucking hole. We start out in the first roll, we're in the hole. And that's why I play the way I do. And then you can open it up at the end, like full on, you can open it up. Hopefully you get to that position. And there's been times here when I've got like, fuck, it's awesome. You are in profit. You're not sweating it. And then I'm like, fuck, I hit my point, $2,000. I hit aces, $3,000, because I've already cleared it. I hit this is going to be, maybe I've pressed it up. Maybe I've moved away from the 10-ton to a takedown, right? Because you will move away. If I'm up, right. I'm going to go up, and now I'm at 600. Well, guess what? I'm going to go from 300 to 600. And now I'm looking at a $1,300 pay window that maybe I will be greedy enough to grab 1,000 and go back down to 300. So I'm just not looking at like press to the moon. I'm only looking at press to the moon, like everyone fantasizes about and everyone talks about, when I'm comfortable and up. And that's when I'll run 4s and 10s like that. So to lay and not make the correct decision is hindsight. You just need to make a satisfactory compromise. Yeah, you're right. And that has an EFSU. I don't know. I wish I had handles here. This has a lot to do with FOMO, dude. And craps players have a tough time dealing with this. I think I don't give a shit. Like, I just want to take money in. I don't care I do not care if, and that's where that be like a bee, because you always get the dealer looking at you. You just did a 10-ton to a takedown. You've just took down fucking $500, $550 on the 5, and then the 5 hits again. Great. I don't care. I'm like, just give me the fucking 100. You know?
Give me the money, right?
Yeah. And so, Globe, can you lay numbers on crapless in Vegas, or does it vary from casino? You used to be able to lay that at Paris. They took that away. And I think there might be one place you can do that still. But I was with a guy that was at Paris, and he was laying the fucking 2 and 12 all the time. And he just went busto so quick, which is crazy. Like, the craziest things to lay. I know, insane. And
So,
then absolutely, it's part of the game in every step. No lay on crapless. Yep. And then Big AZ. Shout out Big AZ. Big AZ is going to be on the he's going to be on the show. I think we got Big AZ. Did I put this in my calendar? Oh, I have it written down, but he's going to be on sometime in July. Not only my rack, but my bankroll for the Vegas trip depends what I will do. If it's my first day of 4 in Vegas, I will do different than it's my 4th day down to my last 300. Yeah. I mean, everything changes. Everything changes. And that's the thing that sort of people don't ignore where you are. Strat used to take lays on crapless. Yep. And then can't lay on crapless at NC or VA. So yeah, pretty much you don't. You got to play a different game on crapless. I mean, Lip King, I have a completely different way to play on crapless because I'm on that come out. I'm always in action on the extremes because those are precious hits. To get 2 hits on an extreme,
right,
is like rare air, right? I mean, you need that.
Absolutely.
It's tough to get a repeater on that, but man, if you can fucking smack that thing, that's why they should be working on a come out. And you could cover those. You can cover that.
And if you don't
cover
play
that
it, there's a high probability that you'll get a horn.
You can cover that with an any7 or 3-way red. You can cover that. And that's going to be your hedge for that on a crapless table. So there's going to have to be a different system, but that's kind of, I'm always going to play outside, a strong middle, and then a strong outside for crapless because those hits are precious and you need to get those things up as fast as possible. My goal is to get black chips on there as soon as possible. I'm not taking, very different from Ed, who's going to like always take, and there's nothing wrong with playing conservative, by the way. There's nothing wrong with getting your money out immediately. In fact, most people will do that, but fuck that. This is craps. Fucking get those things to black chips as soon as possible. So let's say you've got, right? Let's say you're going to even just play it at quarters. Okay. Aces, first hit. Not only do you mark an ATS, but now you've got what? $150, $175. No, 4, 5, 6, 150 bucks.
150 bucks. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, guess what? That $150, I'm going like, I'm pressing up everything across, or maybe going, I'm probably going to press up everything and get something to 100. What? I don't know. It depends. There's no set, but the goal is maybe I'll just make that 2 and 12, 100 each. Probably just do that. 2 and 12 are 100. Now when they hit, I hit my first 12, 600 bucks.
600
right?
bucks, right?
That's how you play. That's how I play crapless. Come on. We're all going to lose on a short roll. So let's maximize the mid rolls, right? So that 150, you can still hear me, right?
Yeah.
ETG, we lost the camera. So 150 bucks. Oh, maybe you know what? Let's see. Let me see. Let me see.
Well,
let's
cut it. Let's cut it now because it's late here.
Oh, I'm back on. All right. So anyway, Lip King, I could talk for fucking hours and hours and hours about this stuff on what I would do. Right. And I like hearing what people would do. So, but we'll play. We're gonna do this.
Oh, we're definitely
have a good story, Well,
we'll have Tales from the Table. There's no doubt about it.
On the 5665 on Crappus with Extremes, hell yes. At Palms on their table, that sets money. Late night, about 1 p.m. 1 a.m. That's what I use on that. Globe, overheating camera, I don't know, probably, right? Yeah. All right, listen, Lip King, you got me started on this. You're awesome, dude, for filling in. I appreciate this.
No, my pleasure. My pleasure.
All right. This is great, man. And dude, people love you, man. And thank you you were excellent with Ciao.
Yeah, Chow's
excellent
great. Excellent
conversation driver, dude. And thanks for everyone that chimed in and was in the chat. Appreciate it, man.
Hey, like and subscribe.
Oh yeah, fuck, I forgot. Like and subscribe. Buy some merch to support the show so I could pay this guy that's right over here, okay?
Thank you,
And then
everybody.
did the hui
Ciao,
ho.
my.
Yeah. Ciao, man. All right, dude. Lip King, thanks, man. This is a great combo.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right,
Thanks,
everybody. Have
Ciao.
a good night.
All right, later.
Later.
All right. Appreciate you guys for listening to that. Fuzzy. Oh, the sad puppies. You're right. I should at least do the sad puppies, right? Oh, man. I'm going to get better at this stuff. Bump John might come over later tonight, might roll through some stuff. Let's do some sad puppies. Let's do some sad puppies. Let me see. Here. Mad Hatter, thanks. Sad puppies. Support the show. Perfect. Ciao.
Ciao.